I feel alright. And the party's here on the west side. So I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shore cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets saying, money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys in Kenai. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up. And let me hear this party saying, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because South Central does it like nobody does. To all my neighbors you get much flavor. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it. All hands are in the air, and waving from here to there. If you're an OG Mac or a wannabe player, see,
Truth's got big fucking lips.
Ever since I was a lowercase G, but now I'm a big G. The girls see I got your money, $1 million bills, yo. If you were from where I'm from, you would know.
Yeah,
I gotta get mine in a big black truck, and you can get yours in a 6'4". Whatever it is, the party's underway. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear this party sing. Got a buzz and it's all because
this is how Drew does it.
South Central does it like nobody does.
Drew sucks his mother.
To all my neighbors you get much flavor. Let's flip this track and bring the old school back. Oh, got a buzz, it's all because South Central does it like nobody.
What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday night. Day 1 million of quarantine. Remember we see all those zombie movies and they're always like, you know, in the future, like in the year 2050 or in the year 2038, a plague, you know, the virus. And there's like it's like a bad sci-fi movie. And, you know, all the kids and everybody are on their cell phones like, so it's Laura. It's day whatever the fuck. Me, I'm stupid. Of the fucking whatever the fuck it is, and I'm just sitting here, and Mom's developed a cough, and so she's isolating herself right now, and she refuses to come out. I haven't really seen her in days, other than on the phone, and I had to go get her a new charger today because her other charger died, and I slipped under the door for her, and there's still no milk. It's been a couple. It's like whatever the fuck with those movies. That's what it feels like is going on right now. But not to that extent. But kind of like those movies were kind of right. You know, we're all on our phones like the same way. It's very funny. Like, and it's not funny, but it's very strange. It's surreal is the word. Not funny, but it's surreal. It's the same way when September 11th happened and we saw the planes crash into the buildings, and you were like, that looks like a fucking movie. Like, I feel like this isn't even real. And it didn't feel right for a while. It felt very strange for a while. They
made it into 20 different movies.
Then they made, yeah. And when they started, they made a movie quick out of that. And I remember thinking, like, what are they doing? They're making a movie out. This just happened. Like, this is one of the most craziest things. They couldn't wait to make a movie. Every other fucking thing in the history, it's always like, you know, years later before something gets made on it. Now we're like, oh yeah, like let's make a movie. I remember there was a conspiracy theory a long time ago that Hollywood actually did it so they could make movies. But I said, you know, I don't know about that because, you know, I don't think they made enough on the movies. I don't think that, like the Nicolas Cage one, did anyone even see that?
I did. I got it for like 99 cents, and that's why I got it. But yeah, I've seen it, and I think it broke even, if I remember right. I'm going to look that up, but I think United 93 was actually profitable, wasn't it?
Probably. I don't know.
Wow. World Trade Center made $65 million budget to $163 million.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
It's pretty good, man. That's not bad.
93.
But it's time to get really
United 93 film.
It's time to get really scared though, because
15 million budget for.
Wait a minute. 15 million budget.
15 million budget on United 93. Box did 76.
What?
So
really?
They were profitable. They were quite successful, actually.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, it makes sense. If you go to Netflix right now, they started showing you like the top 10 trending movies, and there's always like pandemic or the virus or something is in that top 10. Now, I don't know if Netflix is just purposely throwing them in there, but I mean, people are watching that shit.
Yeah, I guess
it's on their mind.
So. Right now? Like people,
it was last night. I was looking for something, and it was number 9 was like Pandemic or some movie like that.
You know why? Because
and it wasn't a new movie. It was from 2012 or some shit.
I almost want to watch the what's the one that wasn't very good. There was one that wasn't very good. Hey, Bullfrog, we got a song about Bullfrog coming in a few minutes. By the way, everybody, if you guys want to have a topic or come up with topics or comments or whatever you want. When you donate tonight, if you're donating using Streamlabs down below, which thank you for that if you're doing that to keep Throwdown alive, you're the best, you're the hardest, you're the longest, and you're the widest. Throw in a topic or something you want us to talk about, and we'll move on to that subject. At some point, we're going to put you potentially on Discord with us as well, so we may do that. So if you want to line up on hold, I can look over what people may or may not want to talk about. Maybe even type in on Discord what you want to talk about, and we'll take a look at what you say you want to talk about, and based on that, we'll put you on. But yeah, much appreciated no matter what you guys do tonight. And without further ado, this was phenomenal stuff by Junebug. Line up on hold. Junebug has said he wanted to create something for a while and be involved in the creation of stuff on whether it's the Joe Cronin show or Corrupted or Monetize This or whatever we're doing. And, I wasn't sure exactly what we were going to do with that yet. And now he comes out with this thing that's fucking amazing if you haven't heard it. If you guys know about Bullfrog and what's going on Monetize This with him, he wasn't here last week at all. But he was here the previous 2 weeks, and this is a song that I think everybody needs to hear, and I think we should just get right to it. Without further ado, no, go ahead, Drew.
For those who don't remember him, his favorite number is blue.
Yeah, right.
Just in case you guys don't know who he is.
Yeah, his favorite number is blue. It's funny, I have that sound clip of Tommy saying, pounding it in there, and he loves to pound froggy ass. So that's kind of strange. What's up to the chat? I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for the praise. I don't need it, but I do appreciate the accolades anyway from you guys and everybody else and many others for no reason or whatever reason. It's kind of funny. I don't know where my clip of Bullfrog went. I had all these clips, and I don't know what the hell happened. I'm going to have to go back and like literally re-clip them. Like I had so much stuff. I
was actually listening back to it today. I should have known. Right? Really? If I'd known, I would have grabbed him.
I mean, I gotta get a guy who just does my sound clips. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. Anybody want to make some money? It won't be a lot, but it will be something. Did I unplug my fucking? Oh, here it is. Here's one of them. Why isn't that? Why is that? What the fuck? Why isn't that there?
How many chromosomes you got? I don't know what you mean by that.
How many chromosomes do you got? I don't know what you mean by that. Well, without further ado, here it is. This is the first time I've ever played a creation by not only a good dude, but a top donator as well. Here he is. This is Junebug on Bullfrog. Enjoy this while I piss in a cup over here. Hope my piss doesn't have Corona in it, or I might be in trouble. I go and drink it.
I'm the damn bullfrog. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Why does everybody make fun of me? I need somebody to pound my froggy ass. Shut up, you Canadian bitch, when you get a green card. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip. I wanna ride Cronin's dick. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. I just wanna pound his dick. Steve Callan made a video of me and I wanna pound his froggy ass. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. I wanna see Monica's tits. I'm the bullfrog. I'm the bullfrog. My favorite number is blue. Oh my favorite color is number 3. I wanna see Drew come on me. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, ribbit, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, Canadian bitch. Why don't you get a green card, you Foxborough bitch? Yeah, hey, my daughter is my niece. I'm jealous of my brother cause he got a bad wife. She threw up on me, said get a fucking line. Rip, 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 ribbit, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Cronin's dick. He shaved his face cause of me, I shaved it with a fucking razor. Yeah. She's gonna leave her boyfriend and get froggy with me. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Oh my god, I'm froggy. Somebody come froggy my bunghole.
Oh my god, dude, that is fucking awesome. What? Holy shit, brother. That is funny.
Do your thing. Do your fucking thing.
Yeah, man, do your thing. Holy hell, Junebug, that was really fucking good.
Nailed it.
He nailed the shit out
I
of
love
it.
when he says, "You Foxborough bitch, go get a green card." I'm like, what?
Yeah, because he calls me Foxborough bitch and says she needs to get a green card.
But it sounds like he's telling you to get the green card, which is perplexing but funny at the same time.
Oh boy, I'll tell you. I pretty much hit on everything there in that froggy talk. Man, XSplit is so bad, dude. It is so. I don't know if you use OBS or XSplit. What are you using these days?
The OBS, it's the only thing I can use on Mac. I don't get a choice.
What? Really? I might have to switch to it because I'm telling you, man, switching scenes right now, it's like everything is delayed and like hiccups. It's so fucking weird. Like it's no different than my other computer, except for my computer doesn't completely freeze. But it definitely, something's fucked, dude. I don't know what it is, but something is fucked. Let's go to the donation.
Things starting to get serious in Oklahoma. I'm so confused about shelter in place and non-essential businesses. What if the office space is more than 10 people? Frustrated and rather work from home. Also, have you seen the new Vice documentary on Benoit?
God, if I get asked that again, I may stab myself in the throat. I have been asked about the Benoit Vice documentary so many times. I haven't seen it yet because I just cannot watch it at night. And that seems to be every time I have time to watch it, it's at night, and I won't do it because it will make me fucking feel horrible or something like, and I don't want to feel horrible. So I've only been watching comedies mostly. So if I've watched anything, really, just been hanging out with the kids, really hanging out with the kids a whole bunch because there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? I did go to Cumberland's today. I drove up the street to the gas station, went to the Cumberland Farms, grabbed some milk and a couple things. And, it was really funny as I was in the Cumberland Farms, dude. Oh my God, wait till you hear this. I get in there and there's a guy next to me and we're going away from each other and we're away from each other. And then right as I'm buying my stuff, getting ready to get out of there, a white van with Chinese writing on it. And four guys get out of the van, all Chinese workers or something, like with gloves on and stuff like that, come into the store. And I went, and I was going home, but it was fun. I was laughing. I was like, wow, the people in there are going to be like, what the fuck? Dude, the van looked like it looked like an 80s front for like terrorism or something like that. They you know what I mean? Like, oh God, it was funny.
I could only imagine with, four of them.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
I actually first time in a week, I actually got out and had to go to a store. 4-hour round trip just to write an order and rearrange a few things. But hey, you do what you got to do, I guess. But I went to the restroom, and this guy was leaving the pisser as I was coming in. And as I'm going, I noticed I could tell he's in there for a second. So he's like checking himself out in the mirror or whatever. But then he leaves, never washes his hands, nothing. Didn't even pretend, didn't even like flip on the water for a second.
Yeah, he's like, "Ah, man, I look clean up."
Yeah, I don't know
what the fuck in this
what the fuck
in
are
this
germs?
environment. You're really going to do that?
Yeah, I don't know what germs are. You don't know.
You know what I hate is
Really,
when they
he's the
only have
immune
those
one.
hand dryers.
Yeah, hand dryers are the best. Yeah, if you have, I just figured.
No, they're the worst. I hate those fuckers. They spread a bunch of shit.
Oh, really? Right off your hands? Is that what you're saying?
Like, you know how when you go in, there's no paper towels. Sometimes they just have a hand blower. Those are like the worst.
Somebody said I look like Darth Vader, like the old Darth Vader, like when he's like, Anakin, take my fuck. This is like George Lucas. That's George Lucas.
Look like a totally different person. I've never seen someone look so much different with and without facial hair as you do. I swear to God.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also still overweight. So what you got to remember is, by the way, I've lost 11 pounds. Are people aware of this? I've lost 11 pounds. The last time that I didn't look fat when I didn't shave, I weighed about 186 pounds, I think. So my goal was to not shave until I got down to 185 or something like that. But because of the coronavirus and how it works, I figured I should shave my facial hair because it will stick to your face all over the place with hair. So I'll get rid of that just for the, to keep a little cleanlier that way. So I shave my face. But yeah, I went from
Did it work with Leah?
No, she's not happy about this. But yeah, I lost 11 pounds. I went from 226 and now I'm 215 right now, I believe. So it used to be in the morning when I got up that I weighed 222 or 223. Then by the middle of the day or by the end of the night, I was up to 226. And now it's gone to, like, this morning I weighed in at 214, and earlier I weighed 215. And I think before I go to bed, I'll probably still weigh 215. So, or something like that, maybe. But it's been going up, but fluctuating. So anyway, I don't know. It's good. I've been drinking way less I've been drinking water mostly because I got so much Poland Spring. You know what I mean? I don't want to drink the kids' juice or the Pepsi. That's pretty much gone almost, but the juice is still here. But when I drink, I pour like a tiny bit of juice in a cup, just a little bit, and then I pour all water in, get a little taste or something. And yeah, so, I got like 60 gallons of water.
Soft drinks are the one thing that I can't get off of them. I remember Bailey talking about that a while
couldn't
back.
either.
That is the hardest fucking thing.
Without this virus, I wouldn't either. I'm off it now too. I'm off it because I don't want to buy it, and I don't want to drink Leah's because she's drinking it, and I'm like, I fuck this. I'm drinking water. Plus, I've had this cold, or whatever I've had. You know what I mean? I've had this cough and all these other things. So I've been drinking like guzzling water, and guzzling vitamin C and everything.
The cool thing, Drew, when you do go off them after like a month or two, if you go to have one, from my experience anyway, it just tastes like shit. Like you don't even want it.
Yes, that's exactly it. It tastes like syrup shit, Jesse.
It'd be awesome because after 3 or 4 days, I'll go to it and it's like, oh man, this tastes so fucking good. And then you're back in it,
Yeah.
I haven't had that.
I guess 3 or 4 days just isn't enough. I know the alcohol probably isn't that great either, but I only do it a couple nights a week anyway. So I mean, fuck it. I got to have something, right?
Fucking me up was Jack and Cokes. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have soft drinks. I buy them just for that. So.
It's true. I won't mention the Surge that I'm drinking right now then.
Oh, that's even worse.
The 90s are bad.
I know.
That's
it's either that or coffee, and I didn't feel like brewing coffee.
I can't believe that these people are still bringing their kids to the playgrounds. Like, oh, here, let's go to the playgrounds. Fuck are you doing?
I drove past ours a couple times today, and there were people walking near it, but no one was using it.
Yeah, you don't want to use it right now. I'm telling you. What did Jaff94 just donate? He said things are getting real now here in Oklahoma. They're going to get real everywhere. Like, the hospitals are going to get fucked. You have no idea what's coming. Like, no, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying this is nothing. Like, oh my God. Like, we're not even, it's coming. Like, it's not here yet.
Hey, let's die.
No, we'll
Trump's aiming for Easter.
Yeah, Trump's an idiot.
Yeah, I know. I heard that today. Fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, somebody got in his ear about something else. I mean, I don't know if they were like, listen, the whole thing's going to collapse. Just fuck it. If 10% die, they die.
He just does a speech on the Easter Bunny, and he's leaving.
He's just dying for that Good Friday announcement so he can say, it's a Good Friday. It's a really good Friday. He just wants that line.
It's a Good Friday. It really has. And then he looks around to the other people like, it really has been, hasn't it? Been a Good Friday. Yes, everybody. Just this morning, Mike came up to me and he said, this is a really good Friday. And I agree with him. I wish he had that Bush laugh, though. The like, just out of nowhere, like he did that, like Bush, like this conniving fucking thing. Yeah, somebody, there's so much to talk. There's so many things we could talk about, and fight about and talk about and fight about and talk about. It's almost unbelievable. And I know it's like, distract us from something else. No fucking coronavirus. But like, how can you not observe what's going on and not be just fascinated by what's happening? Like, I don't know. Like, it's insane to me. We should have closed everything down, like probably like 4 to 6 weeks ago. But we definitely should have closed things down 3 weeks ago. So the idea that now people are either not closed down or about to close down or trying to close down, who are you late? Who are you wrong? Boy, is your hospital going to be overrun soon. I keep telling people, don't get hurt right now. Don't fucking get hurt right now because you don't want to go there. And you're not going to want to. And here's the thing. This isn't to be scary. This is just being serious. Like, this is going to be traumatic for the doctors and for the nurses. Basically, it's not like what we're doing right now is going to stay about the same. I don't think this will change that much. What we're doing, you could potentially see buildings, though, close down while they sanitize buildings. Like, say you're still working right now, you could see your work shut down for like a day while they like sanitize the place if somebody reports something. And people go back to work the next day or the day after or something. Things like that, I think, will happen. I think it's possible WWE shuts down for a week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and just plays old stuff on replay because it's just not possible to like do anything without contaminating your talent over and over again. Vince McMahon, knowing his sick ass, is probably trying to get coronavirus tests so he can test talent before they wrestle, which is like an insane waste of that, of those resources. But like, that's probably something he's thinking about.
You know what would be hilarious is if they found a way to be able to get the TV-14 Attitude Era episodes to fill in for Raw.
Yeah.
And the motherfuckers got more ratings than the current product.
The ratings would go up. I bet they would go up.
I mean, I'm laughing about it because I think it would.
They did. Let's see what this person says. They did not close down any. By the way, I'm open to anybody's arguments. I'm open to debate, arguments, questions. That's what I want this to be, by the way, tonight. If you have an argument, and by the way, I'm a tweener. I'm in the middle, kind of dropping my opinions pretty harsh on either side and saying things. If you have a way to convince me out of what I'm saying or thinking, I'd really love to hear it. Call the show. We are going to have Discord only. I was going to do Skype, but I'm going to do Discord only. So please use Discord to come in and go on hold. And if you can, mention it down below what you want to talk about. But if you can't, it's okay. Just go to the on hold section on Discord. I will put you on what's going on in your area, what's happening with you, who do you know that could have things. We'll talk about anything and everything. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm guessing about all kinds of shit. They didn't close anything down during Spanish flu. Y'all don't seem to understand that. You destroyed your own economy. That's what they wanted. This is how they will escape the blame. Who's they? That's the first question. Who is they? What do you mean? Escape the blame? Who's they? Who's escaping blame? I'm trying to figure out who's escaping blame on your comment because Donald Trump was killing it. This administration was killing it. They were kicking ass. They were making, this was one of the best economies ever. And it all comes crashing down. Similar to how it all came crashing down in 2001 and our rights were taken away then. Spanish flu, yeah, everything wasn't closed down. But a lot of things happened during the Spanish flu. And the Spanish flu was even kind of scarier because it was attacking our children and our younger people. Because
I guess that's why I brought up the ones of the past. In our previous conversations, is what made them hesitate to jump then, but why are they jumping now? And I'm not. I'm done with the arguing and bullshit of everything. I know that there is obviously, tons of deaths involved here. What are we at right now?
Are you sure that it's not the science?
18,900 deaths.
I think it's the science is why they didn't jump then. I don't think they knew exactly what they were doing.
Confident they can nip it?
They lied about it from the very beginning. They told people nothing was wrong. It was the flu. That's why people died. This guy has it backwards. The reason why people died during the Spanish flu is because for a long time they were just like, "Oh, it's just the flu again. It's just it's the flu. It's just that's that cold thing." It wasn't until people were bleeding from the eyes and shit like that they were like, this is fucking not the flu. This is something fucking is going on. It wasn't until the people figured out something was going on. We're talking about fucking 50 million people died. Infected 500 million people. 50 million people died. Those numbers are insane. And a lot of them were young. Because the older people, at some point in their lives, got some other version of it before it mutated, years before, that wasn't as bad. So they got some pussy version of it at some point, probably was the cold, and they were like, oh, I got a cold. And then their body was like, all right, we know what that shit is. And then when it mutated to some dangerous level, most of the people that got it who were older, their bodies was like, oh yeah, seen this before. But then all the younger people who weren't around for that and for some reason didn't pick up those immunities, I don't know why those didn't translate or whatever to them, they were just fucking so I don't know, that's what I understand about it. Now I don't know,
they did shut the country down in a manner of speaking for the Spanish flu. I was just referring to all the others in the last 100 years.
I didn't say you said that, but the guy in the chat said they didn't shut things down.
Okay.
The U.S. deployed troops for a war effort in Europe. They carried the Spanish flu with them. We brought the Spanish flu. By the way, that was us, I believe, right? In Kansas or somewhere right near you. We brought the Spanish flu.
Exactly where it started.
The French military was infected in the spring of 1918. Can you imagine the conspiracies if that happened nowadays? Like, the Americans brought it over on purpose but they dropped it on themselves by accident or whatever, that type of deal. I don't know. But it was crazy.
There's multiple theories. I mean, first of all, it was 100 years ago. To peg down exactly where the source was is going to be a lot harder than it is today, first of all. Yeah, Kansas is one of those. But they even referenced China. United Kingdom has been referenced in the past.
Yep. We don't really know. I don't know either. I'm not a history guy. I haven't even studied it. Probably Leah would know about this more than anything, but I'd be concerned to hear her version of it because she might give us the fucking left-wing something or other on it. But she probably does know a hell of a lot more about it than I do. I don't believe anybody.
It's basically H1N1.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're gonna go to.
It was.
Is it in the same category?
Well, I just looked it up too to confirm my thoughts. The Spanish flu was the first of two pandemics caused by the H1N1 influenza virus. The second was swine flu.
Oh, there you go. I had no idea. I don't know a lot about this. I don't. I'm telling you right now. I'm just going off the loose information that I know about, and they wanted us to keep fighting in the war too.
We can fill in the gaps as we go.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll look it up, figure stuff out. I know that we were at war at the time. They didn't want people to freak out and not go to war. Then all of a sudden, right? It was World War I. I mean, dude, you think about that. That is nuts. I didn't even know this. How did I not know about this? I didn't know about this. This is why you study history, by the way. But I had no idea about this. 1918.
Was it the tail end of
50 million people died in 1918? 50 million.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, 50 million. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I thought you said 500.
No, yeah, 500 million were infected. 50 million people died. Which, by the way, what percentage is that? Can someone do the math on that? It probably is. It's what?
10%.
10%. Thank you.
10%.
10%.
And that's the high end. They've got the low end is 17 million, which is still a huge number.
Yeah, and with this, we probably have a lot more infected than we know about, right? So what are we at with this? Like 5%, they say, or whatever.
The current one, the
With
coronavirus.
the corona, yeah. It's like,
I mean, I'd have to do the updated math, but it's somewhere in the 4 to 5% range.
right. So then add the people that we don't know have it. There's got to be tons of people that had it that don't even know had it, so we can't even confirm those cases. So we're only going on confirmed cases right now. So there's got to be another fucking, like, goddamn 50,000 people that have had this thing. So the number's probably more around 3%. This thing could kill 3%. So, like, Spanish flu did 10%, 50 million of 500 million people infected. If this thing infected 500 million people, it would kill, what's the math on that? Probably like 20 million, 18
about
million.
The same that the Spanish flu did, actually, but with a hell of a lot more cases.
Well, yeah, but that will bring the percentage down, though. I'm talking about the percentage.
Well, I'm saying it's on the low end of the deaths. It would be 10%. So they say the deaths are 17 to 50 million with the Spanish flu, 50 million being the high end and 10% being the high end. Now, the low end, if you look at it, it's 3 to 4%.
Crazy.
So it depends on what the true numbers are, which, who knows? It was 1918.
We're going to go back to work by Easter. We're going to go back to work by Easter. None of the politicians know what the fuck. Well, they know what they're doing, but they don't. Dude, listen, there's a lot of speculation going on here. And it seems like what you have seen is every politician try to take advantage of this somehow and manipulate this into their bullshit. That's the crazy thing. You've seen it done by everybody. They're trying to, how can I make money off of this somehow, or make our fucking agenda push through? Like, what would the...
How do we twist this into politics?
How the
It's like they didn't waste enough time in the last 6 to 9 months prior trying to impeach the guy, where nothing got done in the fucking White House or in Congress.
Yeah, I mean,
but everyone overlooks that it was almost a year worth of wasted time by the government farting around with some fucking high school drama.
we're not going to give up more rights. Someone said we're giving up our rights. We already gave up our rights in America. It's called the Patriot Act, and it happened in 2003 or whatever year they signed that thing. That you'll never lose more rights than that. That thing right there took away your rights right from the beginning. 9/11 was the biggest grabbing of American rights, and look at what all the Americans did. We all just rolled over. Nobody did anything. Nobody gives a fuck. We all just complain about it. Nobody does anything. None of you are doing anything. The government took away your rights. They killed 3,000 something people and then took away your rights. You think that this is taking away your rights? This is nothing close, to what they took away in 2003 and 1 and 4 and whatever years they passed everything. Dude, the amount of rights that you lost after September 11th, oh my God. You think the terrorists didn't win? Somebody won. It wasn't us, and it wasn't you. And then Dick Cheney, who made a bunch of weapons, took the weapons that he made from his company that would have sat in a warehouse doing nothing. All the beautiful weapons that Halliburton made and Dick Cheney made all of a sudden got used, coincidentally, a couple of years after they were made. It's kind of weird. And a bunch of them that were made in the early 90s during the Gulf War. They wanted the Gulf War to go on much longer than it did. Guess what? That got interrupted. No new taxes. Bush fucked up, and then Clinton got elected. And then we had 2 years of Clinton, and then Clinton basically worked for the Bushes anyway. So it doesn't matter. They're all one big cocksucker family. It's all bullshit. It's been bullshit for a while now, and it's crazy. First, it started with Reagan. He gave the country to the banks. Remember when Reagan gave the country to the fucking banks? And then Bush came in with, let's go to Desert Storm and create all these fucking weapons. And then after that, it was Clinton, pushing the fucking shit over there in that country with Hillary and Clinton. You know what they're like. They basically rigged the game with the Bushes just to be in office. They're all buddies. Why do you think they're all buddies? Do you think they should hate each other? They should be at each other's throat if they actually were who they are, because they should vehemently disagree with so many things. But they didn't disagree with so many things. They actually agreed on a ton of shit. And then eventually Hillary had to change what she said and believed in front of people, because otherwise she wouldn't have been able to get elected. And then George Bush wins somehow. Al Gore is supposed to win, but no, Bush wins in the state that his brother or cousin or whatever the fuck it was lived. And that was weird. And then and then all of a sudden 9/11 happens. Then they sign the Patriot Act. Then they take away your freedom. Like, dude, hello. And the country's run by the banks, all because of Reagan. He gave the fucking country to the banks when he was a crippled old fuck. Like, oh, here you go. That's what the whole fucking country's a crime. If you don't know that, you're an idiot. If you're fucking, the left is doing this and the right is doing this, you're fucking dumb. You're fucking stupid. They got you where they want you. The right, the left, the right, the left, the right, the left. They've got us where they want us. This is where they want us, fighting over colors, yellow and blue, or fucking the Crips and the Bloods, or the red and the blue. Oh, man, are they fucking making out on all of you guys right now. It's unfucking believable. They're trying to slip their little things in the bills. Meanwhile, behind the back doors, all the real shit's going down. You got the NSA. Fucking look at Edward Snowden and all the people that came out with, do you know what they're fucking doing? Do you know what they're fucking doing? And they fucking can't come back to the country again. Dude, we were all sold a long time ago, even before September 11th. People knew about this. But, here's another thing to add on. As soon as a disaster happens, they can't wait to capitalize on taking a part of you guys and taking a part of our rights. This is the biggest. The DNC, someone just brought that up in the chat. How about the DNC rigging it for Hillary a couple of years back? How the fuck does no one even care about that, really? Nobody even really cares. That's why Trump won. Nobody cares. To this day, people still go, that's not why. I'm going to vote for Biden anyway. Oh, you're going to vote for Biden? Okay. Hillary Biden. Okay, you're not going to vote for Bernie. You're going to vote Hillary Biden. Okay. Good job. Vote another fucking robot in there. See what happens. It's just, it's incredible how they somehow manage to get their guy in every time. Now, all of a sudden, Biden's an asshole scumbag. Have you noticed that? All the people that want to vote for Bernie, all of a sudden Biden's a scumbag. Why didn't you think he was a scumbag when he was the vice president with Obama? You were like, he's a good guy. I love Biden. Now he's an asshole. What? No, he's always been an asshole. He fucking had 4 delegates in like 30 years. I think he might have written the Patriot Act, if I'm not right. Somebody look that up. Did Joe Biden write the fucking Patriot Act that takes away your fucking rights?
You know the thing. You know.
Oh, you know. Oh my God, dude, where is that? The thing. Oh my God, dude, you know the thing. Oh my God, what was that? What was he? What was he doing? The Declaration of Independence or something?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's probably in every compilation that you find too.
I'm trying to find that though, because it's just too funny. We hold these truths to be about, the thing. Oh my God.
The best, like you know the thing.
You know what it is.
Why? You're getting nervous, man. And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. I'm not sedentary. I get up and no, let him go. Let him go. Look, the reason I'm running is because I've been around a long time and I know.
Can someone explain why Harvey Weinstein gets a fucking test kit?
More than most people know. And I can get things done. That's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together here, man. Let's run.
I get things done. Last 40 years, what did Biden get done exactly?
Get your answer to the Patriot Act. Who brought it to the table?
Already.
It was Orrin Hatch, Dianne Feinstein, and Chuck Schumer.
Ugh. Dianne Feinstein. Isn't she a cunt?
I'm pretty sure.
Isn't she
she's got a D
Wait a
next
minute.
to her name.
Isn't she the fucking cunt who took out her fucking stocks?
That wouldn't surprise me. I don't know which ones it was, but oh my God, she does look familiar to the picture you had the other night.
Let me see here. Hold on a minute.
I didn't know what she looked like. I just fucking 86
Yep,
years
Dianne
old.
Feinstein. Yep, that cunt who wrote the fucking Patriot Act. This fucking old fuckface cunt whore wrote the fucking Patriot Act that took away your fucking freedoms, America. Here she is. Do you vote for her? Are you a faggot? Here's the cunt. Here's the fucking cunt who fucking wrote the Patriot Act. And right before this pandemic, guess who took out millions of dollars of stocks? Motherfucker. This fucking old cunt. Is she a Republican or a Democrat? Democrat. So all you Democrats who listen, I know the Republicans are cunts, but she's also a cunt. So all the fucking Democrat people who think the Democrats are virtuous, fuck you. Fuck everybody. Fuck everything. Dianne Feinstein. I'm shocked that a Jew would take out her fucking money before the fucking pandemic hit so she can have it all to her fucking self. Oh, I wrote the Patriot Act to take away all your rights. But I'm going to have the right to fucking take my stocks out ahead of the American people when I find out about shit going on they don't know about.
And you almost went
You
to
fucking idiots. Who the fuck votes for these people?
Yeah.
Who fuck votes for these people?
The government's detention and interrogation program, a stain on our values and on our history, following the release of 600 pages of declassified out of 6,000 about CIA methods.
Get these fucking motherfuckers
CIA.
into term limits now. Get these fuckers into term limits now. Who's the other guy? The other guy's an Irish guy. He's not a Jew. He's an Irish guy. He's a potato-eating cocksucker. I think so, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Hold on. Took stocks.
What's the other name I mentioned?
Took out stocks. Let me see. Let me get.
Well,
the
I thought
list.
you were meaning the other name on the Patriot Act.
No, I want.
That
Well,
was,
yeah,
Chuck Schumer.
Chuck Schumer. Let me get Chuck Schumer. Yeah, Schumer. Who's Schumer? Chuck Schumer now. What's Chuck Schumer?
The Senate Majority Leader, or Minority Leader, rather.
Oh, Chuck Schumer.
At the time, he's just the senator of New York, which he obviously still is.
Oh, Chuck Schumer. Is he related to Dianne?
You look like a faggot.
Is he related to Dianne Feinstein by any chance?
If he is, he'd be the grandson.
Who's the other person?
Orrin Hatch.
I'm looking for an Irish guy. We got two Jews. We got two Jews. I'm looking for a Christian to bail out the Jews. Give me a Christian, everybody. Give me a Christian. Orrin Hatch. What's his religion? Is he a Christian?
John Cale.
What?
John Cale is also on the report for John Cale. Kyle, K-Y-L. I've never heard of him.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. There you go. We bailed out the Jews, everybody. We bailed them out. Jesse, yes, this guy is of the Church of Latter-day Saints. So all you conspiracy people about the Jews can back off. A nice, good old Christian boy also helped write the fucking Patriot Act as well. Good old Christian boy. What would Jesus do? I know what Jesus would do. Jesus would go ahead and he would make millions of dollars off of a pandemic and take his stocks out. That's what Jesus would do. That's what Jesus would do, right?
There'd be plenty of goddamn fish and bread, that's for sure.
And if you don't get where I'm coming from, they're all fake motherfuckers. They're all fake motherfuckers. And you vote for them. And you vote for them. When are people going to actually fucking use the Second Amendment? Let me ask you that. Oh, I gotta have my guns for the Second Amendment, yet all they do is shoot their kids and shit. When are people actually gonna fucking go to Washington with the fucking weapons and actually do something? Fucking, I'm just gonna fucking let my kid kill a whole preschool of people, and I'm gonna fucking hold on to my gun and not do anything with it ever, ever, ever. When are you gonna actually fucking do something besides assassinate people in the street because you have some psycho fucking theory about the military, or you've gone retarded, or you've got a mental issue or something like that? When are you actually going to fucking use the weapons that you fucking say are to protect you from the government? Because the government has been fucking killing us now for like 50 years and taking all the money away and running away.
We should just shoot out G towers.
Who shoots their kids? Go Google how many people shoot their kids, you fucking Nimrod fuck. Go look it up. What the fuck are we doing?
Lock them up good and the kids shoot them.
Hey, I gotta have my guns to protect me in case the government comes. They already came!
Has he never heard of a murder-suicide? I mean,
there's a million murder-suicides.
Murder-suicides,
killings, left and right and all over the place. Where the fuck has anyone actually really protected themselves against the government at all? It never happens. You get killed by the government if you try to do that. They show up at your fucking house. They show up at your house.
Good luck shooting people up with armed security. There's no armed security in your house. What is he talking about?
It's just, dude. Let me tell you something, man. The people that say that shit, they're full of shit. Oh, the government comes. You're dead if the government comes. You're fucking dead if they come. It doesn't matter what you have. You're dead. And you're fucking, and nobody has the balls to do anything. Nobody has the balls to do anything. They just fucking sit back. I just showed you these people who fucking robbed us all and sold out your shit over death. They were like, oh, cool, pandemic. I'm going to take all my shit out now. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, man. It's not you have the illusion of safety with your little shotgun. You have the illusion of safety. Just say it's for home protection. If you say that, I believe you. If you say that, I believe you. If you have a weapon or an arsenal or you have a shotgun or a gun and it's for home protection, I'm down. I totally get you. But for all the people that are like, it's the government, and yeah, you're dead. Nobody even fucking moves a muscle. They've stolen your fucking money. They've done everything else that's horrible to you. You don't care. You won't do anything. All you care about is your family and your house. That's all you care about. You don't care about anything else. Don't pretend that you give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. If you did, you would have done something in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, especially after the Patriot Act. After the Patriot Act, you would have certainly said, bullshit. You're not fucking spying on me and it's okay. I don't have to be brought down to Guantanamo Bay even though I didn't do anything. You know, it's funny. It's kind of like... I can't think of an analogy, but they treat the American people the way the New York City cops used to treat black guys in the 80s. Okay? Oh, hey, what are you up to? Nothing. I'm just fucking going home. I don't know. Yeah, what's going like? And then next thing you know, you're in jail for something, and you're like, what the fuck? I was just fucking walking home. That's how they treat you now, the American people, the entire country. But after that change, you're just like, oh, cool. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't know. Where are all the gun owners? Where are all the people like, if the government fucks up, I'll be ready. What are you talking about? They just took all your rights away. You didn't even care. It's so funny.
And take your guns.
Well, they're
still trying to take your guns.
They'll try that could be next. That would be, see, they know they don't have to. That's the thing is they don't really have to. That's what the Republicans are thinking. Yeah, they'd love to take your guns. They'd all love to take them. But they know they don't have to. So the Republicans don't care. Because they're like, it doesn't matter if they have them. They can't do anything. It won't happen. There'll be nothing they can do. When we mobilize the military and stuff like that, they would just crap all over you. It wouldn't matter. So they know it can't happen. That's why Republicans don't give a fuck about it. They sell them more guns. They don't give a shit. They'll spend more time hurting each other and distracting themselves with all this shit going on. They love it. The Democrats are like, oh, we're gonna get hired because we're gonna take the guns away, or we're gonna have better gun laws and stuff like that. None of it matters. It doesn't. I mean, yeah, it matters as far as locally. Some people, accidents or terrible killings, and some of that stuff will stop. But in the end, but when you look at the big picture of like, oh, we have guns because the government, like that, no, it's not gonna happen. Do you have bombs and tanks? You better have bombs and tanks and nerve agents. Do you have nerve agents? Do you have nerve agents out there? Do you guys got bombs? Do you guys got fucking like radar fucking shit that makes your microwave radiation intermitters and fucking things that fry your brain from 150,000 yards away? Do you have fucking aircraft carriers? You're all fucked. Anyway,
I was gonna say when the tanks start rolling down your street, those guns aren't gonna do shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He'll blow your house up. But anyway, that was my rant. That's more of a rant from back in the Patriot Act time of 2004 or whatever year it was signed. I think it might have been 2004.
2001, actually.
What, really? Why am I thinking 2004?
Yeah, they didn't fuck around. Effective October 26, 2001.
They couldn't wait to get that out.
Oh, they probably already had it written.
They call it the Patriot Act. Think about that. They call it
misleading.
The Patriot
so
Act. Like, you guys don't care. To this day, nobody cares. We talk about it. Oh, the Patriot Act was bad. Yeah, I know it was bad. But, blah, blah. What? No, the government called it the Patriot Act. If they called it the Give Up Your Rights So We Have More Control Act, you would have said, what the fuck is this? No, it's called the Patriot Act. Oh, my God. Most horrific. I'm looking up for the most horrific lines. Let me see here. I'm trying to find the worst lines in the Patriot Act. Patriot Act.
Worst lines, like
worst provisions,
like the most damning.
Yeah, like some of the
allows law enforcement to use surveillance against more crimes of terror. So basically, they can surveil anybody that they're suspicious of, regardless of whatever.
Yeah, there's so many things, man. This is not even it. The thing I just found online isn't even close. And the NSA, go look up the NSA.
Punishes bioterrorists. I hope that was law before 01.
Yeah, right. That's stupid. Eliminates the statutes of limitations for certain terrorism crimes and lengthens them for other terror crimes. This is just like the fucking little oversight that I found on a website. This isn't even
allows law enforcement to conduct investigations without tipping off terrorists.
See, this is the
again. If they think you're a terrorist, they can conduct an investigation on.
It's a 300.
I guess you can investigate anybody.
It's a 300-page document. It's a 300-page document, and the NSA is spying on all of us. Anyway, that was a rant. That rant, what I just ranted on, could have happened. I could have ranted on this a year ago. So this isn't even about now. I wouldn't be worried. You know what I mean? I'm saying, at the very worst, 5% of the Earth won't be here at the end of the year. At the very worst, I would think the very worst would be 5% of us won't be here by the end of the year.
The good thing out of this is the retirement homes will not have to worry about overpopulation for quite a while.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they'll be really cleaned out.
It's clearing them out. Yeah.
And what they'll do is maybe they'll try to convince people that they have to go into retirement homes at younger ages. That way they can get people repopulated in there. Let me go to the donations, see what people are saying. What else do you guys want to talk about tonight? There's so much that we could talk about.
Hello! Billy, you cunt!
Whoa.
Frog off!
Hey, does anyone have any good suggestions for games to play on Nintendo Switch? Trying to find new content because I'm staying at home more than usual. Already finished Zelda and Mario. I like multiplayer Splatoon. Any other cool games y'all play?
Is an Animal Crossing out? Your mom's rubber wide anus. Thank you for the 888. I mean, Animal Crossing is out. Leah's playing that right now. Leah plays a bunch of Splatoon. I know DMOON plays Splatoon. Luigi's Mansion is out. Did you not play that? Have you not played Luigi's Mansion?
A few months, but yeah. I watched someone play it online. It's a pretty cool game.
It's fucking awesome. I mean, so Luigi's Mansion, Mario, you said you played. It sounds like Mario Kart. I mean, yeah, you named them though. Zelda. Zelda and Splatoon have been the most popular in my house, but obviously now Animal Crossing's out, and so that's been going down with Leah. Oh, PETA's really mad about that right now too. They're like, oh, like right now PETA's making a big stink about Animal Crossing. It's like, PETA, aren't you worried about all the fucking people who abandon their animals who think they have coronavirus? Like, are you really taking time out of your day to fucking
need something to do?
By the way, I watched Chinese people cooking a dog the other day on Twitter, and I almost threw up all over myself.
fuck?
Please stop sending me those videos. Whoever you are, somebody keeps sending them to me. Please stop it. Please stop. I don't care. I mean, I do care. It's horrible. Who the fuck would ever do that? And then somebody said it was propaganda, but I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe it is a little bit, but that guy still burnt that dog alive. I mean, I don't see any videos in America of people burning dogs alive and cooking them. So I don't hate Chinese people at all. You know what I mean? I'm not going to start hating Chinese people, but I hate the Chinese people that cook dogs alive. I do. I don't hate the Chinese, though. I'm not now racist to all Chinese people because there's a group of Chinese people that are disgusting. You know, I mean, did you ever cook lobsters alive? I mean, that's kind of fucking weird too. I mean, I've done it, and I'm kind of like, ugh. Now I read that that's not bad for them because it like slowly they go into a lull and it gets hotter or whatever. But I don't know, dude. I know that most of you don't give a fuck. You just like, hey, a lobster. Pfft. I fucking feel horrible. Don't know why. I feel horrible after I masturbate too. So, what, Jesse?
Fuck, I don't remember anymore.
Oh man, it sounded like it was gonna be good. But yeah, well, listening to the dog howling and stuff, like, I don't know how you can do that. I don't know.
I think it was like, it's like everybody in America turns into fucking vegans all of a sudden when it comes to dogs. And then it to me, it reminds me of like how some vegans fucking act here. It was like, you're eating meat?
Yeah.
That thing had a mother.
Yeah.
Saw a video one time of a dude on a roof with a dog, and he chucked the dog off the roof. And it was like a 12-story roof. There was no way this dog was surviving, and you could just hear it hit and yelp and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, I don't know how you can do it. I just myself, listen, I'm not going to shame other people for what they do because I'm not going to be virtuous because I'm not doing the best things either. I love lobster and I eat it, but I feel bad. I do. I feel bad putting the lobster in, but yet I do it. So what am I doing? You know, so that's probably how they feel about not all of them, but some of them. It's not all. By the way, it's not all of them. It's these certain little areas over there that do that. It's not all the people over there. There are many people over there that think that's gross.
See, we don't eat them here. We just euthanize them if no one gives them a home.
Yeah, we euthanize them if nobody lives with them. But yeah, no,
it's good meat, goddammit.
Please, God, stop sending me the videos. Like, you don't have to. Like, I'm sorry, you're not going to get me to hate people, to hate an entire race. It's not going to work. I don't like what I see. I don't like that person. I don't like the people that think that's okay. I don't agree with that, and that's just fucked up. I'd like to put that guy on an oven, but I'm not going to hate a whole race for it. Because somebody was like, but Joe, look what they do, man. And it's like, you could take videos of Americans doing the worst of the worst, like the worst stuff that people in America have ever done. You know what I mean? Like beating a dog or beating an animal or beating, say, whatever the fuck that they value, or some of the things that we've done, and you could portray us as, look what the Americans do. They're disgusting. They go and they shoot up their schools and stuff like that. They could say stuff like that over there. You know, so you're not going to get me to hate a whole group of people for no, you know what I mean? I don't like what that guy does. I don't like some of that stuff, but stop sending me that video. Like, it's fucking, please. I don't know, man. I was like, I'm going to block you. Like, stop sending it to me. I know it happened.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Oh, you want some bubbly?
Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
FYI 60 Minutes Australia has a video released yesterday on YouTube about a cure they're developing. It kills COVID-19 in a test tube. It's hopeful news. On a lighter note, awesome classic NSYNC cover on the intro, lol. Dan's It Work From Home is
NSYNC.
That is not an NSYNC song. DanH&Cora, thank you for the donation. 60 Minutes Australia with a I'll check it out. I'll have to check that video out. What's the cure? Because there's the other cure, the mix of the, what is it called? Chloro something fucking
hydroxychloroquine
and something else, right? Mixed with it.
If you can say it all really fast, and you get a gold star.
What's the other thing with it?
I haven't heard anything about.
Is it there's two things. Is it hydroxychloroquine? There's two things that have to be used. If they only use one, it doesn't work at all. It really as well at all. Maybe that is both of them. The word's so big, I don't know. I can't tell. But either way, whatever. And then people are blaming Trump for, and And again, I'm not a Trump apologist, and I'm not a Trump Trumper or whatever the fuck. I think some things he does is great, some things he does is terrible. I don't just hate Trump because people say I'm supposed to, or I don't just love him because people say I'm supposed to. With me, a lot of you guys are going to be mad at me because you're going to be mad I don't hate Trump, or you're going to be mad I don't love him. Well, sometimes I do hate him, and sometimes I do love him. I've gone both ways with the guy. But, people blaming him because people in fucking Nigeria or something took that medicine. First of all, how do you really know all that? Second of all, even if they did, what the fuck? How is it their fault? How is it Trump's fault? This fucking medicine has been known about everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. The fucking reporters asked him about it. He brought it up then and said, well, it's been doing really good. We've got good numbers. And then the fucking doctor, the scientist, comes on and says, we can't say now because we don't have definitive evidence. I'm a scientist. We have to have numbers that really back things up. It looks promising, but that's as far as we can go with that. And Trump says, yeah, it looks promising, but we don't, And then some guy goes and takes fucking fish in Arizona or somewhere. They took some kind of fish cleaner because it had it in the fish cleaner, and they're dead because of it. It's I'm sorry, that's not.
Cured it.
What?
Don't have it anymore.
It really? They're dead. Yeah. No. Well, is one of them alive? One of them's alive. One of them's not. Right? Or are they both dead? I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, I actually don't know that story. I've only heard it from you.
Okay, well, there's the one in America, then there's the people in Africa or something like that. Somebody took fish cleaner. It's not the malaria medication, yeah. I mean, dude, people are stupid.
No, the hydroxychloroquine is the malaria.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Right.
It's already in pharmacies, behind the counter, but it's already in pharmacies. They just need to prove that it works.
Yeah, because there's probably people going to the pharmacies.
They're going to need a shit ton more.
There's probably people going to pharmacies looking for it. That would be the danger, I think, of what Trump did a little bit. There's a little bit of danger there of him being well, it's hydroxychloroquine something. That's let me tell you why that is dangerous. But I don't blame him for those people's deaths. They're fucking stupid and they did it. But why it's dangerous to say, I think it's called hydroxychloroquine or whatever. It's what happens is, at some point, let's say it's not approved yet, or people want to skip the fucking hospitals, and some nut job goes to a CVS with a fucking shotgun. And he's like, give me the fucking hydroxychloroquine or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And he gets the tablets. You know what I'm saying? Give me the fucking tablets now. You got them back there. I know it. Give me that. Here's what I want. I won't kill anybody. Give me this or I will. I don't give a fuck if I die. And I'm going to get him to my aunt or my friend or whatever, and they won't be charged with the crime. I will. I don't give a fuck. And someone's got a shotgun. You know what I mean? So now there's that problem. So that's why you don't, because even though people would find out about it on their own, probably reading about it, but you sort of mass broadcasted it to everybody. So that's why if I was president, I would say there's a couple, there's a couple different things that we have.
I don't
really
know about that.
Right
I mean,
now.
you think about it. Think about all the things that are behind the counter now that people want to get their hands on for either the black market or for an addiction.
Right.
And you really don't hear those stories in the first place. And those are people that are addicted and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, of course, you're facing the death of a loved one or yourself or whatever. But is that going to make you any more nuttier than someone who's addicted to something?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's not. Yes. Because if the hospitals are flooded and say there's a guy with a little bit of a mental condition and his mother's at home and she's doing really bad, she might make it, she might not, you don't know, and she won't go to the hospital. You telling me that some people would, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm
not saying no one would do it, but you really don't see pharmacies getting robbed to begin with, armed robbery or whatever of a pharmacy. I don't recall ever really hearing those stories.
Well, what I'm saying, you don't,
we probably put an idea into about 355 people's heads. So.
Well,
here's what I've noticed: if they got a cash machine right next to the opening doors, yeah, they will. They'll just run a car right through the fucking glass, get the ATM. And
I'm not talking about money, though. I don't know what you guys are saying. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking. Who gives a fuck about money? I'm talking about the fucking cure.
What they say, yeah.
I'm saying they could rob. There's all these sort of things behind the counter at a pharmacy that people want to get their hands on since the beginning of pharmacies.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying armed robbery, give me the cash in the drawer. I'm saying give me the fucking Vicodin.
This is different. This is like
Vicodin sucks.
Your family members suffering and the hospital's filled. This is different.
Yeah, you may have law-abiding citizens consider it now.
Well, right now, I got to tell you, the people of this country are amazing. Right now, the people in this country, I'm dead serious about this. The people are amazing. Right now, they're really being good. People are being so good. The crime is down like you wouldn't believe. Everybody's really staying home. People are doing such a good job.
This bullet might have corona on it. They don't want to shoot anybody.
As long as you don't sneeze on somebody.
Enjoying the vacation right now.
Yeah, just don't sneeze on somebody, and it'd be all right. Then you'd be a problem.
Gangs get together, but like this ain't worth it, man. We don't need.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of it's all quiet here, and then I hear there's so many people out right now. What the fuck? Like I see all kinds of it, both ways, I guess.
Is looting in California already?
Really? Well, the National Guard.
Maybe a little bit. I haven't heard of any. I haven't heard of like any crazy riots or anything.
I haven't either. Really.
No, but here, like, they're stealing from people that have like daycares and shit. Like, people are stealing from delivery services. That's what's going on here so far.
The government's stealing from all
there was a truck
of us.
that was truck full of toilet paper that was stolen about a week ago. Yeah, they hijacked the fucking rig.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's come down to fucking hijacking toilet paper? Dude, that's fucking dumb. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Are you serious? Where was that?
Over toilet
I can't remember where it was. I sent it to my buddy Justin, though, and I'm like, what have you been doing this week?
They got to fucking arm the fucking toilet paper truck drivers at this point. That's crazy.
They're asking people to go to fast food places for them and get them their food because they can't go obviously through the drive-thrus with their truck.
Yeah,
they probably can't even get in the parking lot. But they're closing down all fucking truck stops, yet letting all the truckers still have the job. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you have to give them places to go, shower, eat, fucking piss. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm surprised that what I'm surprised about yet is that maybe because they can't just stop.
North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina, right? Oh, it's Tommy's dad. Robbed the fucking for the. Oh man, that's crazy.
Martha.
Did they catch him?
Yeah, I mean it was about them catching the guy.
Oh, good. They caught him.
It was North Carolina police find stolen trailer of toilet paper.
As far as I'm concerned, at this time right now, if you go to steal something, you should be shot. Like if you try to rob a truck for anything at this point, you should just be shot. There shouldn't be any because we can't fill the prisons up right now. So, sorry. Don't rob a truck of anything right now, or you just be done.
Toilet paper.
And for
Shelves
toilet
are
paper.
Still fucking empty.
For fucking toilet paper. Dude, buy some towels. Buy some fucking towels and have a washer machine. You know? Or wait at the store. They'll be back in fucking stock, you dummy. The truck is coming. They're producing like 40%.
I just got like all right. If you look up like paper towels, I even got them from Amazon. They're like the kind that you'd get. Say you went to a restaurant, and they have a little dispenser, and that's your napkins, kind of.
Yep,
or
napkins.
the ones they'd use in a restroom.
Yeah.
I just got a shit ton, like 3,000 of those. They fucking are so they're not like too like you could use them for 1,000 things. They're not as absorbent, but you can still get them. Dude, and they'll probably cost you the same as it would cost you right now for like 8 rolls of regular stuff. I mean, I'm seeing toilet paper rolls go for $50 places. I'm like, what the fuck?
But I believe the toilet paper is going to be back soon because they're producing way more toilet paper than they've ever produced right now. There's like 40%. They've upped like their production 40%, I believe. So in the next,
what's going to happen is there's going to be a surplus.
Yeah, you're going to see a shitload of it. And then people are going to do what, and then people are going to do what I did, and they're going to fucking keep a couple crates. And they're going to like, our kids are going to grow up with us with the fucking crates of toilet paper. And when we're older in like our 70s, we're going to have boxes of toilet paper in our houses, and the kids are going to come over with their kids, and they're going to be like, "Mom, why does Grammy have so much toilet paper?" And then we'll be like, well, you weren't alive. You weren't alive for the coronavirus 2020 when there was a shortage of toilet paper for 3 months or whatever. And they're like,
you guys always wondered why Grandpa and Grandma had 17 different bank accounts when you were growing up. That's why, because they went through the Depression. We're the ones that are going to be stocking up on TP.
Yeah, right. They were the ones that went to go to the bank one day to get their money, and there was no money. Where'd my money go? So yeah, so for the end of time, they had multiple accounts. That could happen again, by the way. Now that would be where, that's why people are like, why are they bailing the banks out? Why are they bailing the companies out? I'll tell you why. You want to go to the ATM and not have any money? Imagine that. What happens then? So we nobody has any money for, none of the money's real. None of this fucking money is real. We're already on a credit system. This is already a credit system. This isn't real. It's fucking paper. It's just fucking make-believe, like, income. It's not fucking, none of it's real anyway. That's why, how can they keep pumping out trillions of dollars?
Like 80 years ago?
Yeah, dude, the fucking, oh my God, like, this is, none of this is worth anything. It's all just a counting system to keep you working and stuff. And to keep everything going. None of this is real. You think they have trillions of dollars to pump out like they're doing? This isn't real. It's just to keep it going. That's why they have to pump it in. If they didn't just pump in the fake money or the make-believe money or print the fake money that isn't there, then the banks would shut down. If the bank shut down, you'd have no money. You'd go to your ATM and you'd be like, luckily I have $1,000 and I can go back to work in 5 weeks. Oh wait, the ATM won't give me money. Then the whole world would fucking break down. So they just keep printing.
Toilet paper might actually matter.
Yeah, it'll be worth more. Then you can barter with toilet paper. So no, they're just going to keep printing it.
Just go buy corn on the cob. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's filled with cancer.
But hey, it'll take the shit off your ass pretty quick.
Just get the bidet, man. The bidets are all over Facebook. I think the bidet company caused this shit. I think somewhere there's a secret factory of the bidet or whatever they call it. They call it something else in America. It's like a new thing you put on the toilet and it cleans your ass in America. Yeah, so I have a conspiracy that over the last like year, this company created like several different companies and factions and buyers, and they have a warehouse somewhere filled with toilet paper, and they just, right as the pandemic was about to start, they bought like tons of it throughout the year to make it unsuspicious. And then they bought a shitload, like all in the course of 4 months, enough to kind of fuck up the stock. And then they because I've been getting that commercial on my Facebook every day over and over again. And I think they're actually sold out of it, potentially. I'm not sure. And those motherfuckers are got to be making a killing because, what are you going to do? How many people are going to convert to that thing now? Because they're probably fucking killing it. Even though toilet paper will be back in probably a couple weeks or in a week or whatever it is. Yeah, how many people are buying it? Why not buy it? What the fuck? You don't have toilet paper, buy that. And if you have washcloths, you got that. And think about Andre the Giant. This motherfucker had to shit in a tub his whole life. He shat in a tub.
I was talking to my dad the other day about it, and he said, if it really comes down to it, I'll just strip my clothes off and take a quick shower. Like every time you take a shit?
Oh.
Fuck yeah. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, hey, you've already got a bidet there. It's called your shower.
Hey, I'd do it. Why not? Fuck it.
He actually admitted to doing it before. Like, he forgot to buy toilet paper or something. It didn't have any. He's like, I just got in the motherfucking shower. I took a fucking shower. I'm like, all right.
Just don't take a tub after him.
Oh.
You ever think about that?
Long after I moved out, trust me.
You get a weird, like, penis infection. You're like, what's going on? My dick, it's turning purple. It's like, oh, that's right. I got my dad shit in the shower, and then I sat in the tub. Shit bomb.
It's fucking.
Can we talk about how the Dems were trying to get money added in the stimulus for the JFK Performing Arts Center?
Oh my
like
God.
What the actual fuck, bro? Our government is off the rails. Time for a revolution. Other than that, everything is bow over here. Cheers.
Yeah, Brandon Colby, thanks, man. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff in there for the Dems.
It wasn't just that. $90 million for HIV program.
Yeah, what does that have to do with
National
the corona?
National Center for Advancing Transitional Sciences. $100 million for NASA.
Yeah, what are they?
$7 million for a DC charter school. And guess whose name was on most of these?
Pelosi?
Yes. There you go. Bingo.
Why is she working? How does she get elected? That's what I want to know.
Probably the same way, I don't know, idiots are allowed to start a YouTube channel like me. People follow and believe shit.
People really are voting for Nancy Pelosi? Like, who is
still there?
What the fuck does a Nancy Pelosi voter look like? Who's voting for this lady? I would love to know who votes for this person. I mean, listen, you can hate Donald Trump, but he's only been here for 3 years. Who the fuck is voting for Nancy Pelosi for the last 40 fucking years? Who the fuck votes for... who's the Republican guy? Mitch McConnell? Who the fuck votes for him? Why are these fucking fossil fucks in our government?
Christianity.
God, I hate them. I like, seriously. Oh, Brandon Colby, you're another one, though. You donated, but, it's time to rise up. Bullshit, you ain't going to do anything. Let me know when you're at the White House. All right? Let me know when you're at the White House. I'd love to see you at the White House with your weapon or whatever the fuck you're saying. Love to see it. Bet you it won't happen. You'll be fucking taken out in a heartbeat. Go grab a fucking militia.
Like that. I mean, I'm not going against the government with a gun, but just don't comply with what they're... If you don't do what they're expected to do, like, you're not falling into, like, putty into their hands, that already fucks them up. You don't need to go... to do with weapons. You just... Right now, everyone's doing what they want them to do.
They keep voting these people in. Like, Nancy Pelosi is still elected. Mitch McConnell is still here. You're electing them, yet you're talking about a revolution. Bullshit. What do you talk? I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man, but the same old fossil fucks. Like, Nancy Pelosi should be dragged out of the White House and fucking thrown in a river for just putting that stuff in this bill. Do you understand that? Like, what is she doing? What the fuck does the carbon emissions of a plane have to do with coronavirus? What the fuck does any of this stuff in the bill have to do with coronavirus? At least the Republicans can make an argument for giving corporations money who need to pay employees with provisions in it that they can't be firing people if they're given this money. That's in there. That stupid idiot dumb fuck who usually lies that I don't like, but I said he did a good job the other day. So listen, the Republicans are nasty as fuck too. They're doing weird shit as well. They're playing fucking games as well. But the Democrats right now, you can't defend that at all. I saw Democrats on my Facebook and liberal friends of mine just bitching about what the Republicans were putting in. Well, okay, fine. You're bitching about what the Republicans are putting in, but what about what the Democrats are putting in? So if the Democrats had countered and not put all this weird shit in, but they had countered what the Republicans were putting in and said, take that stuff out and then we'll sign it. Okay, well, now you got a point. You want to take out some of the stuff the Republicans were giving away, and you want to just release the bill that way. But no, you want to put in all this other dumb shit. And I just told you what some of that dumb shit was. Drew just told you what some of that dumb shit was. So you have no leg to stand on. Because the Democrats are putting in weirder shit than the fucking Republicans. Like, what are you doing?
I didn't mention the $33 million for NOAA. Guess we're going to get more fucking Doppler radars. That'll help. Maybe the new Dopplers will detect the coronavirus.
What does this have to do with coronavirus? And that's why I flipped out the other day. The left and the right, what are you doing? They're fucking with all you. They're fucking with all of us. People are dying. There's a virus. They're making it crazy. We're insane. It's a pandemic, and it's nuts. And meanwhile, they're slipping weird, goofy shit into some kind of stimulus thing that has nothing to do with any of that. So if I was in politics, I told you my solution the other day. If I was in politics, I would get anybody who makes $200,000 or less, I would get them the stimulus checks first. So that's stimulus checks. We don't have to argue about it. We don't have to fucking talk about what we're going to do. All we have to do is agree on the number. What's the number going to be for everybody who is working that makes $200,000 or less? What's the number going to be? And what's the number going to be for people over 100,000? Okay, here's the numbers. Bam. We sign the bill. Boom, it goes out. What's the next thing we do? We sign another bill for small businesses. Small businesses, line them up. We can all agree on that. We can all agree that everybody that makes about 200,000 or less needs to be paid right the fuck now. Okay, boom, get it out. Who's the next people that need to be paid right the fuck now, who don't have backup banks and extra things on the side? Oh, small businesses. Bam. Everybody agrees. Dems, Republicans both agree. Bam. Small businesses, stimulus check. Boom. That's 2. The third thing, okay, big corporations, big businesses. Who are they going to be? Who are we going to allow? What are the stipulations we're going to put in? Let's go over that. But meanwhile, everybody else got their money right now, so that's a good thing. Okay, boom. Now we get the fucking corporations fucking stimulus bill going, and we can all agree on what we want in the fucking bill. But no, instead, we're sitting here on massive bill stimuluses that has all this bullshit carved into it into a big fucking book of sneaky shit that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's very simple. Fuck all that and go Bill A, Bill B, Bill C, Bill D, and release them one by one separately so we can get this chunk's done, boom, this chunk's done, boom, this chunk's done, boom. This chunk is going to take us a long time to deliberate over. The corporations, the rich corporations who may need help as well, obviously to pay our workers because they can't pay the workers, that's going to be more of a fight. The Dems and Republicans fighting over that money and where and how much and what they're going to do. And, hey, make sure that they don't do this if you give them the money. They better not fire people. Okay, we promise. We'll put that in. And then they argue over that for a longer period of time. But at least everybody else who we didn't need to argue over got their money. It's fucking... That's logical to me. Why am I not fucking...
Sense to me.
Like, because they can agree on that. They agree on the working class people. They agree on the small businesses. They absolutely agree on all of that. That's all agreed upon. So, boom, those 2 things should be done right now. All the other stuff that they want to bicker back and forth about on something else, do that. Take your time, then fine. And then the corporations will be the ones calling them.
The problem is the people that think that way will never find their way into politics. Either A, they don't want to fuck with it, or B, if they try, they get squandered off by the rest of the politicians that don't want people thinking logically. It's corrupt as fuck there. Anyone who ever watched the fucking Kevin Spacey, what the fuck was that thing on Netflix that was all over the place?
The House of Cards show?
House of Cards, yeah. I mean, where do you think they got those ideas? You think they pulled them out of their ass?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, they all come from...
and DJ Scandalous even said it here a bit ago in the chat. Yeah. They conned everyone, got everyone to believe Trump is a racist and a sexist so they could get votes. That's the only reason Pelosi got voted in anywhere.
Joel Wagner says they're trying to put on a good show for the ultra left and right sides of each side. Yeah, it's true in a way. They are puppet dancing. But that's what I'm angry about. I saw people in my other video that were mad at me that were like, Joe, you're blind. I'm not blind. I understand. I'm not taking the left or the right side. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that it's both sides. You know what I mean? I think what the left did was more weirder to me this time. But in the past, the Republicans have always wanted to get money out of something somehow. But they both do. They just both do. You need to stop the second you can finally break away from your left or right leaning thing, and you can just think for yourself and become a human again, is when you're going to realize, oh, they're all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You know? But anyway, let's go to the donations.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
The 1918-1919 flu, a significant proportion of the deaths were greatly caused by aspirin toxicity overdoses because it was a new med and they didn't know proper doses.
Oh. DanH&Cora, thank you for that information. That's really cool information. I had no idea. That makes sense. And by the way, that's another reason why the scientists are, a little bit reluctant to go with so many medications right now that we don't know about. We don't want to do that again. And think of all the things that could happen to you in the future that you don't know about, right? Think of all the stuff that happens now. Think of asbestos. Think about all kinds of meds, right? Ibuprofen over time, swells up all your organs and does all kinds of things to your organs. And in fact, I think they're saying ibuprofen could could possibly, they don't know, seems to interact badly with the coronavirus. Because I think the reason...
It eats all your gut bacteria up and makes it easier for you to... Yeah.
You're right. All your gut...
bacteria.
You fucking nailed it, Jesse. Ibuprofen destroys...
It takes fucking, like, 3,000 milligrams a day. I learned about them.
You take it all the time, and I took it for a little while, too, and it destroys your gut. You get leaky gut. Yeah. Your gut bacteria gets broken down.
Shit too, the bacteria thing, which can lead to C. diff and other fucked up shit. You don't have enough good bacteria.
It damages your liver. The bottom line is...
And put you on dialysis, too. Pretty easy.
The bottom line is it breaks down your system and it damages your organs. It's great for a headache, but but there are people that take it daily or even enough that it breaks down your organs. So it's no surprise that if you're taking 800 milligrams of ibuprofen during this sickness, that it hurts you and it elevates the problems because it's attacking your organs. So it's again, temporarily it's good. It's not good for this. So people are told acetaminophen is the thing that they're recommending people try to take first.
Yay. That one's worthless.
That doesn't really help your head. I mean, I've taken that before and I almost don't feel anything. Here's what I would...
It doesn't.
If you have... I just say drink coffee, man. If you have a headache, drink coffee. You know what I mean? Right now, if you get a headache...
Caffeine does... Yeah, that'll help with some things. Maybe. I don't know. It's weird. I've heard both. I've heard people that get migraines, needed to limit their caffeine intake, and it's like
right
that when you take like an Excedrin, it has caffeine in it. Fuck.
And you really don't have a lot to worry about. Yeah, it does have a lot of caffeine in it because what they do is there's a lot of the pills now, the ibuprofen pills or the Excedrin pills. They just throw everything at it. They throw like thousands of milligrams of caffeine in it. So it's got caffeine, it's got aspirin, and it's got ibuprofen, right? So they hit you with everything and those are in, I think, Excedrin. Because Excedrin is what I take when I get one of those massive migraines. I take Excedrin.
It's usually not a lot of caffeine, though. I think
it's not
like
a lot.
25 to 60 milligrams or something. It's like a cup of coffee or something.
It's because just the stimulation of it can take away your headache. Although now I'm not really sure if the caffeine is actually a cure for a headache or if caffeine in the pill is actually just they think that you might be getting headaches because you're withdrawing from caffeine and the little withdrawal from caffeine gives you a headache. So now you're taking the caffeine. It's weird, dude. There's so much I'd have to look more into that. I don't know that much about a lot, as you can tell by listening to me now. I'm just spewing out things and ideas and what we've all talked about and heard. And there's a lot of people telling me a lot about. Lewis Money says Bear has a lot of caffeine now. Yeah, because caffeine is a major stimulant, and that really kind of does free up those headaches a lot of times. A lot of people do the pinch the finger thing, pinch it here. There's different things you can do, and caffeine a lot of times cures it. But a lot of times it doesn't, and so you go to the ibuprofen. Hey, that's okay. Once in a while, use ibuprofen. You got a really bad toothache, you got to use it for a couple of days. That's you're going to be all right. But
well, the other thing you can do with a toothache, and which is cool about
sativa,
is you get the liquid gels. Poke them and then fucking squirt them right on an area. I mean, I've done that on
jab them right in the
like whatever. Just it'll burn. Like if you get too much of it in your mouth, your fucking whole mouth will. It's just pure acid. But
Jesus,
I've been down that road. God bless Bacardi 151. It's a shame that shit's gone.
Ooh, yeah.
Swish that. I had people tell me, oh, it has got sugar in it. It can't be good. Like, well, it's not bad. It's fucking 151 proof. You swish that shit. I mean, because people say do mouthwash or do, you swish it around. And if it's not doing enough, swallow instead of spit.
Yeah, caffeine can give you headaches. Somebody said they get headaches from caffeine. It can give you headaches. It can also, because everybody's bodies are different. Weed gives...
Ibuprofen can give you headaches.
If you take too much, you'll continuously get headaches. I'll get a headache from weed. I get headaches from weed a lot. Like even if there's just a little seed in it, I will totally get a headache. Just about everything. We are gonna play the frog song again at the end.
Smoke a seed. That seed headaches are just a nasty time.
That's why I don't cut my own weed. I always fuck it up, man. I always fuck it up. So.
You hear that pop?
Oh no! It's O.J. Simpson.
My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
Hey JCS rolled, it's yours truly. Fuck the Democrats. Fuck the Republicans. I hate them all because they are all white. You lucky Joe, you luck I have not got a hold of your cracker ass. I'll run your ass over with my Bronco, motherfucker.
Oh, you OJ, you son of a bitch. OJ. I killed Nicole's asshole. Anyway, OJ, thank you, Moj. OJ's always calling up and angry at me. You know what? You got away with it, man. Why don't you shut the fuck up, take your trophy, and get into your bunker right now for the next 5 weeks. Get in your fucking bunker. Oh my god, butt fuck dumb. Holy shit, he's here.
If this were back in the day and the US didn't have such a powerful military and police force, a revolution would happen and we would put every member of Congress in line for the guillotine and wipe them all out. We could vote to save 3 people though who...
Yeah, I'd want to keep some. I wouldn't want to get rid of all of them because, you know, we'd have to keep some people around who knew how to fucking manage everything, right? And who knew how some of the stuff worked. But basically what we would do is we would take over most of them and we would just say, listen, we're going to be moving new people in here. We're going to be voting on all new people and you're all coming in. And we'd vote them all out. That would be, I don't know, that would be the... I have so many advertising emails, it's all scams. You know, people are like...
What? Say that again?
I have so many scam emails about, like, let me give you promotion on YouTube. So sometimes I used to get advertising things that way. And I'm getting a million of them, and they're all fake. They're all, like, from Chinese people that want to fucking steal my YouTube channel. It's all malware and hackers. It's crazy.
The fake YouTube accounts, too, that comment on your videos.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know what's going on.
Keep up the work. You click on it. It's 180,000 subs within a single fucking video.
There's a million of them. They're on everybody's channel. If you go around, they're on everybody's channels, everywhere.
You could have 0 views on a video, and by God, 3 of them are in your comments.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I've seen them on my people's comment, even on, like, I think I went to somebody's video one day, watches the show, wanted me to see a little video they made on me. That guy was in their comments. Because it's like a virus. If you respond to their comment or you're near their comment, they then follow you and they follow this and they bought that. It's all over YouTube right now. We've been talking about it for months, but it's, dude, it's
subscribe to them. That's what they try to.
YouTube has a major problem with that. What they're doing is they're getting people to sub over there and then they're selling the channels. But on top of that, there's also a malware thing going around where they take your channel. So they on top of that take your channel. And then they start doing it with your channel, and then they like sell your channel and shit like that. It's crazy. It's going on everywhere. It's pretty fucking crazy.
One day, and when I started realizing something was really up with it, because it was the same name at first, I'm like, okay, you know, this guy who subbed or whatever, he just likes it. But then I realized I posted like a 12-minute video in 15 seconds after I hit the publish button. Great video. Keep up the great work. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, you watched the whole thing, didn't you?
It's all just a bot. It's all a bot, man.
Before, at first they were hitting like 4 or 5 minutes after the video posted. So it's like, okay, you know, it seemed legit, but now they're just going for broke. It's like as soon as the video fucking posts.
I'm just telling Leah something. Anybody wants to talk about something, jump on a Discord or feel free to donate. Appreciate that. I know it's a tough time for a lot of people, but you guys are obviously keeping me going. So much appreciation there. And again, shout out to everybody who's a grocery store worker. Even you, Drew. What you're doing, man, you're fucking keeping this shit going. The truckers out there who are driving around, certainly all the medical workers, the nurses, the people that are doing that stuff, the old people bringing old people food, grocery store, delivery people, all you guys, thank you for doing what you're doing because you're keeping the country seeming normal. And really moving a lot and I don't think you understand how sane you're keeping people. Like 80% of the people are not doing that. They're doing whatever, or just anybody that's going to their jobs and stuff, you know, just whatever. It's fucking, you guys are making the country stay calm and normal and happy. And so whatever solace you can take in that, you know, you're the heroes right now. And I'm telling you right now, I said this on Twitter, the nurses and the doctors of some areas in America, and maybe all areas in America, are going to be traumatized by this, some of them, and they're going to have flashbacks, they're going to have memories. This is going to be a mental health fucking nightmare in a year or two, and years to come for those people. This is World War II for the nurses, for the doctors, for the hospital workers, for maybe the grocery store workers. Who knows what the fuck? Or I don't know. I don't know yet. It's too early to say. And that's not, scary or trying to be scary. I'm just saying that this is their fucking first responder, 9/11, maybe not quite on that level, but yet it is on that level in a way. World War II, whatever, pandemic, this is that moment now for them. This is going to be, I'm telling you, we're going to talk about this for years. There's going to be people interviewed who are in the New York hospitals, especially New York and other ones. It's going to everywhere. This is going to go up everywhere. Everybody thinks, someone said on Twitter earlier was like, in Florida, we don't do none of this. It's all good. Yeah, get ready.
So Ruby 3 weeks ago, I said, when you're a senior in high school, you will be reading about this in your history books. So pay a little bit of attention to what's going on around you, because you're going to be tested on it in a few years.
Yeah, and you could be tested on it in your life. You could be 30 years old and remember what happened here, and have the younger people are going to have ideas about what to do differently. So keep an eye on this to the younger people and to everybody else. And remember, 95% chance you're going to survive it. So don't panic. Don't freak out. Don't go running into the hospital with every little thing that's going on with you, because the hospitals are going to be overrun and probably a lot of morons are going to go. Keep the hospitals open for the people that have a pancreatic fucking event, or their fucking pancreas fucking explodes or something, or they got cancer all of a sudden out of nowhere and they have to go to the hospital. There's going to be a lot of people that need to get to the hospital for all kinds of other reasons besides corona, and we need to keep the hospitals open for those people. So I don't know, man. Like, I'm not going worth a shit. Like, I don't fucking give a fuck. If I slice my fucking arm open, I mean, dude, I'm dumping alcohol on it and I'm fucking gluing it probably, and maybe I'll call the MedPost place or some like CVS and I'll be like, yo, hey, want to take a look at my arm maybe?
Hey, get some of that fucking wound.
Yeah, that wound shit. I got that stuff. I got the wound stuff. I got towels. I got everything. I told my kids, I'm like, don't fucking get hurt, because you ain't going unless it's fucking horrific. You know what I mean?
That wound still will fucking literally something that needs stitches. Take careful.
96% mild cases. If you think you've got it or something, just stay in. Unless you're, old or, have issues with respiratory or whatever. If you just get a little sick, just stay indoors at this point.
Come on, early spring. Right? Come on, spring. We need you. It happened with the Spanish flu. The summertime came and it dropped. We need the fucking summer. Let's go. Let's go, summer, guys. That fucking hedgehog or whatever the fuck goddamn goblin they pull out of the fucking tree every year, that motherfucker said spring's coming early, and I believe him. So let's go, motherfucker. Let's get that fucking heat going.
Shit bomb.
Bring the fucking heat wave.
I just DM you a video, Joe. I don't know if you can play it or not. You can check it out. You will like it.
Alrighty. Let me go take a look. Justin Gregory. Justin, thanks for becoming a $5 shit bum, my friend. I'm going to put some people on now, too. Let me go to Justin.
Already, didn't you?
What was that?
Bombay's already in here,
oh,
right?
Yes, Bombay. I'm sorry. What's up, Bombay? How are you, man? I see my buddy just made this JCS crew derby team. That's pretty fucking awesome, dude. That's pretty cool, dude. Thank you for sending me that, Josh Gold. I'm trying to find who just said they sent me something? Justin Gregory? Justin, did you tweet it at me? Oh, there it is. Okay, he tweeted it at me. Okay, let me take a look. Halo size comparison. Yes! How many people keep sending me this? It's fucking crazy. That's pretty cool, though, man. I do like it. I've actually gotten that sent to me the last couple of days, man. I thought that video was really cool. I'm afraid to play it because they're Metaball Studios has it up, and I think they'll claim it, so I don't want to play it, but it is awesome. I thank you that you played that. Oh, that you sent that to me. Okay, Bombay, what's up, brother? Gordon Bombay, old school guy. Yo, Bombay, what's up? Okay.
I thought I heard him briefly for a second. Maybe not.
You know how many people probably have, so many people have the flu too. That's the other thing to think about. So many people have the flu because I think it's 70%. And think about this. 70% of the people tested for the coronavirus.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Don't have that. They have the flu. Yes, we can hear you now, Bombay. Bombay, what's up? All right. Pacharo, what's up, man? Pacharo. What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well.
Yeah?
But
What's going on, man? What do you got?
Wait, what do you think people are usually doing on the virus all day?
You mean the people that have it? What do you mean?
What do you think we're doing all day if we can't go anywhere? What do you think we're doing at home all day?
What do I think? We're like
the same thing.
I mean, I don't know. Watching TV, being on the internet, hanging out with the family.
Most people are usually playing video games all day. That's what I've been doing all day.
Yeah, playing video games.
Some people are probably doing that.
They said fishing.
Housework, getting shit done.
They said fishing is actually the best thing to do right now. Going fishing.
It could be the only. It could be
some
the
of the cleanest water the fish have ever been in.
Yeah, you could be going fishing soon when the food's run out. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, I would definitely go fishing. If I could go fishing, I might go fishing because I'm in a rural enough area that I could.
Idea that didn't actually cross my mind until just now.
Dude, how long do you think?
I know people that are.
How long do you think this will
sorry.
end? How long do you think this virus will end? Like 1 month?
How long? When do I think it will end? I think the virus.
Easter.
Yeah, Easter. It's going to end. Everything's going to be fine in Easter. No, I think this virus is going to sort of. I think we're going to get the best case scenario. I was going to say June. That's what I was aiming for, was June. Now I'm looking at July. I really think that we will take a step to wherever we were back in weeks ago. Maybe July. I have no idea, but I'm guessing July. I'm guessing July it will be much better. April will be the worst. April like fucking. I'm gonna fucking shoot myself with that guy. April fucking will be the worst.
It's gonna get worse.
Are you
with all this quarantining and everything? You think it's gonna get worse?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the numbers will because there's more tests out there.
Yeah, no.
Think
Okay,
it's
no.
Continue to spread even though everyone's quarantining?
No, I don't think. Yes, because they've already not quarantined for weeks before this. But no, I don't think it's going to get worse. Like, no, I don't think it's not that. I don't think things are going to get worse. Like, bad stuff's going to happen. I'm saying the numbers. The hospital numbers are about to go way up. The hospital numbers are about to skyrocket in the next 2 weeks. Do people not pay attention? Like the New York hospital, like you're about to see craziness at the hospitals. It's going to be a
certainly in New York.
It's going to be a war zone at the New York hospital, and then all the other hospitals are going to start going. It's all going to go state by state. I mean, like it's impossible that you know what I mean. This people went on spring break. The fuck were they doing? People are dumb.
Yeah.
People don't know science. They don't give a fuck. But so yes, it's going to get a lot worse over the next couple of weeks. April is going to be known as like April hell or the hell of 2020 in April.
Dude, everyone from LA coming up here. They had to like close the national monument. They're fucking because it's like I don't know what the fuck, hundreds of fucking came out here. It's like okay, well I hope you came out here to get away from being sick and not like I don't know what the fuck else. I mean, either way, that can't be good if you're like migrating to.
Let me tell you something. Do not this is nothing to be scared about. This is just logical. It's nothing to be scared about. Everybody is going to be great. Eventually, we're all going to be okay. Not all of us, but some people won't be okay. But most people are going to be all right. most of us are going to be okay. And we're going to fucking just be good people. And everything is going to, if you just stay home, limit your contact as much as possible, like seriously, you'll be fine. Everything is, it's going to be okay. But just know that the hospitals, it's going to be a little crazy. There's going to be fucking rows of beds and parking lots. There's going to be churches and gyms, or not churches, but there's going to be places turned into fucking like triage camps set up, because when the states fail, if the floodgates open and people are spilling out of the hospitals and they're setting people up in the parking lots, then the National Guard and the armies will then begin to take over that. The medics.
You're saying in California, are you predicting all 50 states it's just going to be a nationwide butt fuck?
It will be a nationwide butt fuck, but it will be much worse, obviously, in the cities. Obviously, all the cities will be impacted.
Hell yeah! And LAPZ rapper / truck driver. They're actually letting truck drivers drive over their hours during this state of emergency. You'll be covering over 1,800 miles in the next 2 days.
Damn.
And no, they're not closing truck stops. But anyhow, go.
Oh, Andale Peasy, thank you, bro. And you are one of the heroes right now, brother, so thank you for that, dude. Thank you, bro. And seriously, you guys are kicking ass, the grocery store people, the people working at the gas stations and all that stuff. You guys are all kicking ass. That's badass. I think your numbers, as far as 95% survival rate, are a little off, as there's over double the deaths than there is for flu recoveries. If
you look at the closed cases, if they're looking at the closed cases, it says 15% because the closed cases are either recovered or dead. But you can't exclude the people that currently have it. The numbers are going to be skewed, but when you look at the overall thing, 96% of the cases are mild. How the fuck are more than 4% people dying? That doesn't even make sense.
What it is, let me explain this, and I don't know the fucking science of this, but it's the same way as the flu. When you get to a certain point with the flu, something bad happens, and you can end up dying, right, of the flu. It's the same thing. When this disease, when your body doesn't fight this the right way, it goes to a very crazy level. Like, most people's bodies fight this thing off, and it's like a joke almost. Or it's pretty severe, but your body fights it off. But when it gets to the point where your lungs are taking over, it gets to sort of like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like the flu. When the flu gets to a level that's like your body's not fighting it off, your body, like, a lot of times still finds a way to fight it off. So if you want to call them stages, right? The first, a grade 1 flu, where you get the flu, temperature 101, it goes away and you're all set. Then you get a grade 2 flu, where maybe like you get a little bit of an infection somewhere or something, but your body eventually fights it off, whatever. Well, with this, it seems like there is no grade level 3 or 2. There's just like a 1, 2, and then it jumps to 5. Like, if you know what I'm saying, like there's a severity. When it gets to the severity or the length of a flu, it jumps up from being super dangerous. Like, that's the difference. So it's confusing. That seems to be what the problem is. That's why it's worse. That's why someone who's healthy can all of a sudden become sick. Plus, type O negative and O positive blood fights this thing off because of the antibodies in the O blood. O blood fights this off like crazy, apparently, by the numbers and the studies and the antibodies counts and things like that. But type A apparently is super susceptible to it. So there's a gene involved here. There's something in your genes and in your DNA that matters when it comes to this issue. There's also been reports by several doctors and several hospitals and several people in those areas that for some reason doctors and nurses are getting this like extra horrific for some reason. I don't know what that means.
One thing
yeah, Drew.
thing I did want to point out with Andale Peasy's donation there is I can back that up. I've talked to my buddy Justin about that, and they're able to go over their hours. Like he said, it's not the truck stops that are closing, it's the rest areas. The states are closing down the rest areas. So people aren't going into the bathroom and, you know, fucking around with shit. But the problem is they've closed down the parking lot too. They could seal off the bathrooms and shit and just leave the parking lots open.
Yeah,
but they're not doing what's causing the truck stops to overflow, and trucks are in some cases having to skip truck stop, and then find either a McDonald's parking lot or the back lot of a Walmart, or God forbid the fucking off ramp somewhere just to get a wink of sleep.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Andale Peasy, man, that's crazy, dude. Always nerdy. What's up, dude?
What's up, Joe Cronin? What's up, Jesse? What's up, Drew?
Have you seen how they test you for it?
Nessa G. Oh, shit. What's up, Nessa? Thank you for the $5, Nessa. Yeah, they jam a fucking giant wand in your fucking nose all the way back to underneath your fucking eye. I would not do well with that test at all, you know? So, yeah, that sucks.
If they're closing all the rest stops, where the fuck are these truck drivers getting their hand jobs and glory hole action from?
It's not the truck. Like I said, it's the rest areas, and I mean, there's not as many fucking lot lizards as there used to be. I mean, that's an old thing. They got ran off a long time ago for the most part.
All these people who are recording their self-dying in quarantine look like something you see in a movie. They are like, don't make the same mistakes as I did. This coronavirus is serious. Now since I wanted lick some ass, I'm going to die now. Goodbye.
Corona victims 2,316. Thank you for the $3.50. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if they were doing that with the flu? If everybody with the flu this year, that'd be 50,000 people. If 50,000 people were recording themselves like, I got the flu, goodbye. You know, listen, dude, like, I don't know, man. I think it's because the problem is it's surprising when you're a healthy individual and this thing can get to that level. So you just got to remember that. Some people waited too long to go to the hospital, but again, it's just fucking hard to say. I don't know. I'm not going to say because I don't know. But you know when you're too sick, you know. But
I'll tell you, I know that Tommy NC is the expert on fires here, but this virus is kind of like a brush fire. You see, because if you don't have little brush fires to take out the population, that shit grows. And then when there's a real virus that kills more than 2% of people that comes by, then the whole forest goes up in flames because everyone freaked out and stomped out the brush fires.
Well,
it's a little bit of a metaphor.
What I was thinking of is, wouldn't it be funny if some super version of this in 15 years comes back and everybody who had it lived, but you know what I'm just like the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
So like you actually probably hope you get it. Like some people probably hope they get it. That way they're like immune to the next one. Instead of getting it when they're like 70 or something like that. I mean, that's why they'll have a vaccine though. And how about this? Maybe you hope to get it early because right now the hospitals are still functioning. But if you got it like in like 2 months, maybe that's not the case. Maybe you're like, fuck, I wish I got it back and when they fucking could still help me. But no, I'm just kidding around. Everybody's gonna be fine. But yeah, what else can we talk about? Is there anything else to talk about besides Corona? Because people keep talking about it, but you know, I mean, maybe.
Well, Joe Biden did an interview on CNN today.
Oh,
and I mean, it's kind of funny. It kind of works with the Corona, but I hope it doesn't, because he keeps coughing into his hands. And the guy interviewing him is like, "Yo, Joe, you know you're supposed to cough into your shoulder." And he's like, "Well, fuck you, bitch. I'm isolated here, so I'll cough wherever the fuck I want." I mean, he didn't actually say those words, but they went back and forth. It was pretty funny.
Vice
Did
President,
any of
thanks
you
for
guys
sticking
catch
with
that
us.
interview?
Here it
To
is.
state the obvious, older people are more adversely affected by the coronavirus than younger people. You're 77 years old. How have you been adjusting to the threat from this virus?
My mother's 70 and working in Boston. I was like, I fucking can't believe you're going to work, is what I said to her.
What have you been doing to keep yourself safe?
Well, I've been following the recommendation of our governor, and I've been staying in place, not going out, not gathering at events, And the good news is that, thank God, at least
the kids didn't get out of the basement, thank God.
What I've been
he wipes them down with a Clorox wipe before he diddles the children.
Before he penetrates them. He's like, I did the Sandusky thing. You know, my wife knows they're down there, but who cares?
By the docs that I have no underlying condition that would complicate my circumstance. But, you know, look, it's about keeping, like, for example, we're told that we...
oh, here he goes. Here it is.
Underway, and the background check started relatively soon, sometime in April.
Given the corona...
I have not, though. I have not talked to any individual. Excuse me.
You know, you're supposed to cough into your elbow. I don't... No, sir. I learned that actually covering your White House.
Actually, that's true. But fortunately, I'm alone in my home. But that's okay.
All right.
I agree. You're right.
You should just. It's kind of old school to do it with your hand. Do it into your elbow. You're supposed to do it.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Kind of old school, you know.
Oh my God. I can't believe
waiting to find something.
You got a senior citizen running for president.
Ask you, given the coronavirus.
Oh my God.
I don't like Biden any more than the next person, but that fucking dude on CNN can kick my fucking ass.
I just cough all over myself. Yeah. I've been coughing for fucking 7 days, so.
You'd have thought Joe Biden was doing an interview for Fox, the way he was double backing on that.
I'm surprised. Did they think they were interviewing Bernie?
Pandemic. Do you think the Democratic National Committee should call off the planned in-person Democratic convention this summer?
No, I don't think so. I think we ought to be able to conduct our democratic processes as well as deal with this issue.
Yeah, just like going to fucking vacation. Like what everyone is, you should stay home from everything except the thing I have to do. What are you, stupid?
The dude coughed like 4 times during this interview. This is kind of surprising.
When people are jumping out of hospital windows in the next month, I'm going to remember Joe Biden saying that. I'm going to remember those dumb kids at the fucking beach in Florida. I'm going to remember Donald Trump deciding that the medical guy didn't need to be at the podium with him today or whatever. I'm going to remember all of this. Okay? I'm going to remember all of this. I, Joe Cronin, who should be your president over these people, am going to remember all of this on April 15th. April 15th.
You think that Joe Biden's... You think he's fucking lying? Dude, there's no way this guy didn't fucking have a coronavirus test.
Yeah.
You're telling me that Kevin Durant and fucking Tom Hanks are getting coronavirus tests before this guy?
Why did Harvey Weinstein get a fucking test? This fucking old...
Seriously.
Fucking pussy grabber. Celebrate? Well, this old pussy grabber who's going into jail gets a fucking coronavirus test. What? Like, why? And I know it's to protect the jails so they don't go crazy, before you infuse them into the population. But still, it's just kind of funny. You know what I mean?
Maybe Joe Biden's sucked the blood out of too many fetuses to contract coronavirus.
I'm just gonna keep.
Jesse knows all about that, right?
Well, let's steer out of the.
Why not?
Jesse goes, I would have said that too, Jesse. That would have been my answer. Let's steer out of the coronavirus and into something more fun. I've been talking about this for the last week, and coincidentally, somebody, not the virus. I've been talking about this in my home with Leah for the past week because a while back I read a book by God, what was his name? We've talked about this before.
Stephen King.
No.
Dean Kuntz.
Bob, what's his name? Oh, good God. I have the book somewhere. Now the goddamn name escapes me. Not Bob Lazar. No, Bob, God damn it. Anyway, I'll remember it later. The bottom line is the book talks about all these different things. But one of the things is reincarnation and like coming back as somebody else or remembering your past life and stuff like that. And I was talking about it all week. And then somebody sent me a video of a guy who talks about just that earlier. Good. And I was remembering when Leah. So the guy talks about in the book, he talks about choosing his parents when he was born. Essentially, when he's being born, he remembers picking his parents, like deciding who his parents were going to be. And he's dead serious. And it's so fucking weird because I'm like listening to the guy describe all these things. Let me see. Reincarnation, I guess it is. Book.
I looked it up and I got Bob Good.
No.
So the dude picked his own parents is what he's saying?
Yeah, so like he remembers as a child or like as he's being born picking his own parents. And
Bob Thurman?
No, I'm going to remember the guy's name, and honestly, I talked to him about coming on the show, and I was going to get him on the show, and then he fucking died. The guy who it happened to didn't die, but the guy who wrote the book with him died. And I can't.
If he's all about reincarnation, maybe you can interview Clover.
You think Clover's reborn?
Could be. I mean, it could be him.
I'm looking right now for the email so I can find out where the guy's email is, because it's really important to me to find the name of the book. I think I have the book around my house somewhere. I could probably find it. But all I keep coming up with is fucking Bob's Furniture and shit like that.
I'd like to be reincarnated as Mila Kunis's dildo.
Oh,
if possible.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be really nice. But
I mean, yeah.
I'm looking in the chat to see if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I did read this book because it's a small book and I read it over time. It's a small book. I really need to find it.
Maybe Jesse can be reincarnated into a new body, one that wasn't made out of milk.
Oh God.
Is he still? Or he's not with us anymore.
Can we start a JCS Army book club and have live shows talking about a chapter a show? Maybe have people read it aloud on Discord or record it and post it on Patreon to avoid copyright violations. There are some funny books out there.
That would be, it'd be terrible for me since I'm horrible at reading anything. You know what I mean? But maybe for you that might work out. I think Leah would be good with that.
Joe, I think
Dobby Moose is a lucky bastard.
Dom Imus is a lucky bastard. Kobe Bryant, thank you, man. Well, so aren't you, Kobe? You know, you both got the hell out of here. What were you gonna say? Always nerdy. Thank you for the donation, man.
I was just thinking that, fuck, I don't honestly remember. I'll be honest, but Billy the Fridge.
Kenny Rogers checked out at the right time too. He's like, "Fuck this shit."
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
Kenny Rogers.
Jesse finally killed himself. I think I'm reporting this in.
Oh, really?
He went MIA. You know, I heard him talking about it.
I wish I could really find this. This is really driving me insane. Let me check Amazon. Amazon might have my history of buying the book, because this is important for me to find the name of the guy first, and then I can tell you after that the rest of the story. Hold on a second. I've almost got it.
Well, I mean, as far as reincarnation goes, I see in the chat they're suggesting that I could come back as a heterosexual male.
Maybe one without fish lips.
And, no fish, or maybe I'll reincarnate as a fucking trout or something, or a fucking catfish.
I'll come back as as Shaggy from Scooby Doo. It's the second.
I found it. Forbidden Knowledge: Revelations of a Multi-Dimensional Time Traveler. Bob Mitchell. I found it. So
He's a time traveler.
So Bob Mitchell helped write the book. Jason Quitt is who it's about. He's part author. He co-wrote it with Jason Quitt's story. Bob Mitchell is the one who wrote it, and I believe Bob Mitchell passed away. Right after he wrote the book, he got sick with something, I think, and pretty sure he
attack.
He may have passed away. Let me look it up.
October.
Oh, you already found it.
October 2016.
I can't believe it.
It's a thread. It's not an official website, but it's a discussion thread.
I don't know if you remember, but I was talking to him around this time, and he died right after. Like, it was weird because I had been talking to a wrestler at the same thing had happened right after or before it. Remember, it was it Buddy Lindell? I was about to have him on my show, and then he died in a car accident. I was talking to Bob Mitchell.
Remember you?
I still have the emails with Bob Mitchell about coming on the show, and he died right after I spoke with him, and it was like, what?
Dude, I'm reading. This guy's from Canada. He's got to be fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know that's how it is. But what got me about this book? What got me about this book is that one of the main things that the guy talks about is the beginning of his life, how he remembers picking his parents, and he vividly remembers this, and apparently other people do too. Other people talk about knowing they picked their parents. I mentioned that, like, I was like, well, that's just fucking nuts. That's crazy. Well, then across the computer from me, Leah goes, I remember picking my parents.
What?
And I go, what? What? Are you fucking with me right now? And Leah's like, no, I picked my parents. I remember that. I don't really talk about that, but that's who said that happened. And I'm like, this guy fucking picked his parents, blah, blah, blah. Leah's like, yeah, I have a vivid memory ever since I was little of choosing my parents and picking them out. It was weird. And I went, what? Like, Leah doesn't make shit up. Like, Leah doesn't do this.
They had a dream or something. There's no way they have this memory of them in a lineup with their parents in front of them being like, oh, yep, those are the ones. You know, they look rich.
Dude.
That's what I was going to suggest, was maybe it was a really good dream that stuck with her from a young age or something.
Well, I thought it was all bullshit completely at that point. It was when Leah said that is why I bought the book. Because I was like, this is all bullshit. I'm not fucking reading this. And I was like, what?
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Have you seen Tyrone on YouTube and saying that he is here to fuck people's wives? Look up Tyrone here to fuck and you will see the videos, they are classics. But I'm sure Drew was told this before by a ninja.
Yeah, Tyrone's gonna fuck your wife. I've heard about this guy. He's always gonna fuck someone's wife.
He was beating on my door one night on my kids.
I'm here to fuck somebody's wife.
Dick has herpes, thank you.
What the fuck it look like? About to fuck somebody's wife. Long stuff. I'm Tyrone. Fuck what they looking at. I'm trying to fuck somebody's wife.
You got me. Can I help you?
I'm Tyrone, and I ain't come for this high-ass popcorn. I came to fuck somebody's wife. Look, next stop. I'm Tyrone, and fuck these good-ass cupcakes. I'm here to fuck somebody's wife. Look, next stop. I'm Tyrone.
You see that white guy's fucking smushed face?
Yeah.
What? Fuck? What? Fuck?
My name's Tyrone. I ain't here to get high. I'm here to stay high.
He just goes everywhere and says this.
Look at this. I can do some funny shit with my face, dude. I can do some real funny shit with my face. Look at me. This is like normal Joe, right? Look at this. What's up, girl? So I was thinking that maybe... Oh, I can't hold it anymore. What can't you hold? What can't you hold? Oh, I can't hold my real face anymore. I can't hold my real face in anymore. What do you mean, your real face?
You ever scared your children doing stuff like that?
Yes, many times.
I do it with my nephew. It scares him all the time.
Oh yeah, they come in. I go,
good shit.
Yeah, and it's gonna go when I lose more weight. It's gonna go away because it's like I said. I've lost 11 pounds. I'm gonna get down to 190, and this virus is helping me. To be honest, if it wasn't for the virus, I wouldn't be losing weight right now. I'm like conserving shit and stuff. It's great. I'm going to watch, we are all going to, over the next 3 months, we are all going to watch so many movies, so many series, so many video games. Hell, Star Trek Picard is free. Everybody got sick of me talking about, and the best thing about Star Trek Picard is you can binge watch it now. You don't have to watch one episode and wait a week. You can just binge watch the whole thing, and the last episode's coming up next week, I think. And
you don't spend the $60 that everyone else did.
Yeah, you don't spend all the money everybody else did. You can just get Picard for free right now. And even if you're not a Star Trek fan.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you threw out all 144 episodes of Corrupted for free out on YouTube just like that?
Oh.
Your patrons would lose their fucking shit.
Well, I think mine wouldn't as much because I think people just want to help anyway. But I do give out everything of the past 3 months and before. We pretty much are giving out 3 months and before. So the last 3 months you can't get, plus the new stuff now. But from 3 months ago and beyond, eventually, you'll be able to get that. So it's kind of like that. But
I don't know. What do you think people would think? Okay, so maybe this is a better analogy then. If Patreon just made everything free for a month, or if you had the ability to just open it up to, well, I guess you technically do if you really wanted to go through the trouble. But
yeah,
if just everything was free for a month on Patreon, including the next 4 episodes of Corrupted and everything.
I actually don't think that's a bad idea advertising-wise, assuming that you couldn't download the episodes. I think you would actually find a lot more traffic on your Patreon if it were for free, like if the whole website were.
Paying patrons don't get it for free. They're already signed up. I guess they can cancel out.
That's a good point. So Joe, you were saying that up to 3 months you can download the Corrupted or watch it for free. What are all the places that you can find Corrupted? Remind the listeners.
I haven't uploaded it yet to the podcast places yet. That's the problem. So I'm going to be, well, because we used to upload it free. Like I believe the first 20 episodes or 25 episodes would be on iTunes right now. But Podbean decided to, when I didn't pay, hold it hostage, and they won't allow me to recover my account unless I pay $300, which I'm not doing. So I'd have to re-upload it on a brand new.
Back bitches.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but anyway, here's ladies and gentlemen, Star Trek Picard is free for everybody, and you don't have to be a Star Trek fan to love the new Star Trek Picard. And I can't even. Oh my God, you're gonna love it, the new Star Trek Picard. If you loved Star Trek The Next Generation and you want more of Captain Picard, you've come to the right place. Watch Captain Picard preach about liberal values. Save the Federation. Watch as Picard is dressed down and yelled at by females every episode. That's right. Every episode, Star Trek Picard is yelled at or told he's a moron by a female. And he says, "Ah, you're right." And he learns a lesson. Until finally, 7 of 9 returns. But now she's a brutal murderer. Star Trek Picard. Picard's now a cuck. And Geordi blows his ass. And now it's free for all of you. I'm just kidding. No, but it is pretty good. If you're not a Star Trek fan, you'll probably like it more, maybe. I don't know. But it's free. But yeah, I think Star Trek Picard, I actually like it, and also it pisses me off. I can't quite explain that to you. It's not quite as bad as Star Wars Last Jedi, but it's in the realm of that in a way, but not really. But it's because like some of Last Jedi is awesome in a way, but then a lot of it is horrific. And that's kind of what Picard's like, kind of like that. You know, there's like every second an admiral's swearing, like, you fucked up. Why did you fuck it up? And you're like, what the fuck? They're not supposed to be swearing in the future. Do they even listen to Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek at all?
Seriously, Joe, like, I can't speak for Drew, but if I'm trapped on an island, I'm taking the original Star Trek over any of that piece of shit Discovery or Picard any day. Like,
you know,
the writing on that is so much better.
Yeah, these Star Treks are weird. But there are some things in Picard, you know, that I like. But it's mostly just him seeing the old cast members and stuff like that, where I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then after that, I'm like, oh, you know, Rios is pretty cool. He's a good captain. I knew that guy was going to be great because he's good in everything else that guy's in, he's good in. But, yeah, I don't know, man. There's a little bit of agenda, and it's a little weird, but I'm like...
I was waiting for you to say... Captain Picard takes down the patriarchy one universe at a time.
Yeah, that is, it's all about taking down the patriarchy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's you know, if
when he's in the bar,
you know,
and he's like, yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
Sorry, fuck my couch. I was just gonna say, like, when Picard's in the bar, and like normally they didn't curse. Like, if you watch the TNG, they don't curse because they control their emotions. They're more intelligent than that. But it seems like that's completely lost in Discovery and Picard.
Yeah, it's very strange. I don't quite get it. That's why I say, like, people that aren't really Star Trek fans, or maybe people that like only watch Deep Space Nine or something, like they might like accept it more. But because it seems to be that way, but people that are really into Star Trek originally, they're going to be like, the fuck? But I'm just kind of watching it like, I'm sort of treating it like, you know, when people write spin-off books of stuff and the books aren't quite, like, they're the characters you know, kind of, but there's a little bit something off sometimes, and you're like, okay, someone completely different than the writers wrote this, so it doesn't quite seem right to you, but you're interested anyway. That's kind of how I'm treating Picard. Like, it still, to me, doesn't quite exist in the TNG, like, you know, lineage, but it's not quite ruining everything for me either, so, like, it's okay, but it's clearly not right. There's, like, I like 60, maybe 50% of it I really like, but then there's the other half that's, like, cringe and, like, what are they doing? But whatever. So what am I going to do? So it is what it is. It's better than Discovery, I'll say that. It's better than... The fucking Discovery was just awful. But
yeah, that was AIDS-inducing.
Except I did like the twist at the end of the first season of Discovery. I thought that was pretty cool. What they did there was really cool. I liked that. But everything else was weird.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, the fact that it's multiple universes kind of doesn't insult the original content as much.
Well, and I don't even think that, I think they are in the current, you know, the timeline is correct. But the thing is, the doing the whole thing with the mirror thing, like, that was sweet because that connected with all the other Star Treks. And I was like, oh my God, dude. Because because I wondered to myself, I wonder if they'll do one of those episodes in this new Star Trek, since they do it in every other Star Trek. And then that was like the main fucking thing of the first season at the end, and you find out, and it's like, and then what you find out is crazy. It's just wild. It's fucking crazy good. I think that was crazy good. But yeah, season 2 was shit, except for Pike. I think Pike was cool. And, you know, some stuff's kind of funny, but it's just really kind of fucking terrible. You know what's weird is I actually like the fucking science guy. I like the guy who was in Babysitter Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah.
That guy and the doctor, the gay couple, I actually liked them. Like, but I actually liked them. I'm like, that's the doctor. I believe that he's the doctor. I kind of like him as the doctor. I want him to be my doctor. And the guy, I forget, Anthony Ladd or something. I forget the guy's name, but I thought he was pretty good. And, you know, some of the guys were pretty good, but it doesn't come near the fucking character charm, even of Enterprise. You like all the Enterprise characters from 2001 to 4 better than, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Some people like it. If you like it, awesome, I guess, but God damn, it's hard for me to watch. Okay, we're way past the time that we should be on the air. So, Drew, you have a good night. Nerdy, thank you to Jesse as well. Everybody for being here. I'll see you tomorrow night for the AEW review on my other channel, and more shit to come on Patreon and all that shit. Everything's going to be fun. We're going to get to watch a lot of games and play a lot of games and movies over the next couple months, everybody. Welcome.
Jerk it off.
Hell yeah.
Welcome
Hopefully I
to-
wasn't a fucking corpse and we'll go home and shoot myself right now. And it was a good show, man. Thanks for having me on again. I
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
you.
No, you'll be good, man. We'll be good. We'll be all right. Just take care of people. We'll be all right. Take care of yourselves. Relax. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. It's going to get a little weird at the hospitals, but other than that, we should be okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time as we go out, the Bullfrog song by Junebug. I'll put it up on Patreon if Junebug wants me to. I'll see you guys throughout the week. See you tomorrow, baby.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Why does everybody make fun of me? I need somebody to pound my froggy ass. Shut up, you Canadian bitch, when you get a green card. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip. I wanna ride Cronin's dick. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. I just wanna pound his dick. Steve Kalan made a video of me and I wanna pound his froggy ass. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. I wanna see Monica's dick. I'm the bullfrog. I'm the bullfrog. My favorite number is blue. Oh my favorite color is number 3. I wanna see Drew come on me. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, ribbit, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, Canadian bitch. Why don't you get a green card, you Foxborough bitch? Yeah, hey, my daughter is my niece. I'm jealous of my brother cause he got a bad wife. She threw up on me, said get a fucking line. Rip, 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 ribbit. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Cronin's dick. He shaved his face cause of me, I shaved it with a fucking razor. Yeah. She's gonna leave her boyfriend and get froggy with me. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Oh my god, I'm froggy. Somebody come froggy my bunghole.
Available now on Patreon. According to Junebug, it is the Froggy song. It's up there now. Go download it.